Everybody ready for gobos and kobolds?
Oh my god. So ready.
I'm ready.
Oh, gobos. That's good. 1 second.
I'm still gathering my energy.
Those are two of my favorite words.
Gobos and kobolds?
What race is that for you? I guess we'll see in a second.
Well, I was actually going to do that
Ask,
right
man.
now because since your characters know each other already, because you all live in the same village, I was just going to have you guys go down the list, starting with Scott, Rory, then Max, then Silas, just because that's the order you guys are in. Mostly because I want to hear Rory say his character's name out loud. So instead of me introducing all of you, you're all going to introduce yourselves for that reason. So Scott, who are you playing?
I am playing Iskald. He is a very old kobold. I'm going to roll for his age right now. He is 40.
Whoa.
He's
Okay.
made it to them big numbers. He is like ash gray in his scales. They were white 30 years ago.
So you would have been one of the few kobolds who were alive back in the worm's belly.
Yes. I've lived to see many a thing, many a transition. I've watched many gods rise and fall. There was a whole season where I worshipped the tonsils.
And then-
Very powerful.
And then the new ones came and rescued you and got you out of
That's
there.
awesome.
Yes, they were much better. They smelled better too, so I worship them now. Much better gods. And he wears he wears scale mail, but his scale mail is actually like a bunch of various scales he's collected over the years from different creatures.
Yeah.
And maybe some from like people in the village who died that had like a big scale, and he's like, I take this. But they're all just like very poorly sewn onto an obviously ill-fitting, like probably dwarven robe, like a nice bathrobe that's like silk.
Some are glued.
And yeah, they're just like glued and poorly stitched on. And like when he stitched them on in places, like he clearly broke the scales and still made them fit.
What's your character's name again, Scott?
Iskald.
Scald.
Yeah, and he has a tiny it looks kind of like a boomerang that he walks around with. It's like a mix between like a quarterstaff and a boomerang. It's just a big boomerang.
So it's just a
he can
crooked
lean on it. That he does try to throw at the younger kobolds whenever they irritate him, and he's always upset that it doesn't come back because the guy who sold him the branch that is bent told him it would come back when he threw it.
Okay.
So that's his call.
I love it. Rory, who are you playing?
I am playing the marvelous, the mighty, the multi-limbed, the marsupial, Ubzikidam Fagrappa, which is his full title name.
Surprised Discord didn't think that was backwards.
Ubzikidam Fagrappa. You could just call him Ubziki, though maybe not to his face. He's just kind of like a slimy little fuck. He's like a very small goblin. He is diminutive, weak, whelpy. He kind of disappeared from the town for a while, and made his way back recently, having to come into some fortunes or erudition. He arrived back dressed in this sort of fine blue satin vest, and then these long kind of cream silks with these big kind of drooping sleeves around his like long nailed hands. Sort of big, like billowing kind of cream colored pants fastened at various different points with bits of cord. He wears like a couple necklaces and even like a ring on one of his fingers. His skin itself is like barely even green. It's like gray and always a little like damp and moist. And the last thing about him is that he wears a really tall turban. It probably goes up, he's maybe only 2.5, 3 feet tall. It probably goes up another 7 inches. And the turban is red. And there are sort of 3 fine gems, they're glass beads, here, here, and here, kind of going up the turban. And he carries around a rod, a scepter of sorts, a sort of piece of painted golden wood with some kind of blue gem at the top of it. And he also has very sort of long, wispy Fu Manchu that hangs down to here, of like white hair, even though he himself is only probably 9 years old or 10 years old, which is, middle-aged for a goblin. And like a single long, sort of thrice beaded beard. And Ubzikidam set back up within town and opened up a fortune teller's shop. Where many a goblin have come through to have their fortunes told by the eccentric fellow, even by goblin terms. Yeah.
I love it. Max, who will you be playing?
Okay, my character is a goblin. His name is Wardy. Now, Wardy's a very, very young goblin. He does not remember anything about living down underground, but he does know a thing or two about a thing or two, and he's not incredibly respectful of the establishment of Guts Glory, the village. And his name is Wardy, but none of you quite know why, because he has kind of nice skin for a goblin, and nobody really knows if it's his hair or like some dog fur or something he got his hands on. But he has his on top of his head, there's some black something or another that seems to be whipped up into more or less of a pompadour. And he's very proud of it and carries it around with his lute made out of half a coconut busted open with some longer hairs ripped off of some of the older goblins that he twangs along. And he plays for the goblins who will listen, and when Cribble or Yaba or someone send their guards around to beat him and have him kicked out, he's learned to defend himself somewhat. And he wears just kind of the common rags and scraps of anyone in the village, which he's cobbled together into vaguely a suit of leather armor. And his last name is Guttree, which he became started being called after his father was killed for disobeying one of the new laws of the village put forth by Cribble, I think the lawmaster.
Yes.
And he was disemboweled and left hanging from a tree. So that's how he got that name.
I'm still just thinking about the hair on his head.
Yeah.
Okay, Elvis.
Okay.
Elvis.
So my character is a goblin named Korg, and he doesn't remember his last name. The stereotype about goblins is that they're nasty, ugly, greedy, bad attitude, little assholes, essentially. And Korg is living proof of the reason that's the case. He was born as strong as a troll and about twice as ugly. And he had such a huge appetite that he began eating his own siblings mere days after his birth.
Oh no.
He grew up to be somewhat of a village idiot, sitting in a puddle of mud outside the alehouse waiting for people to assault to take their beer. He wears nothing but a loincloth. He's about as round as a goblin can physically be. And his face is so terrible, so covered in skin infections, that he scares away most who look at them. No one knows very much about Korg, as he'll as soon speak to you as run at you with his great club. All they know is that he's been standing around, listening to their conversations recently with a lot of intent.
Ugh. Okay. Well.
These are your heroes, Rick.
We suck.
never said it was a hero story. Korb, Ubzi,
Sorry, Rick. That's actually Ubzikidam
Right,
Bagraka.
Oopsie sorry, right. Wardy and Iskald. You all have lived in Guts glory. Some of you for your entire lives. Some of you, much like Iskald, came here when you were liberated from the undergrounds. A lot of conversation recently has been going on around the hamlet of Guts glory, as Yaba and Cribble, you know Yaba to be the old kobold woman who kind of became more or less a leader in conjunction with Bog, who is an old goblin man, almost rivaling Iskald in age. Those two kind of became kind of leaders of this place, and Cribble, who's lawmaster, and Scribe, who is the only one who can write in the entire village, so he writes the laws. Together, all three of them have been in contact with the capital about finally getting Guts Glory a village status. So that means they will be sent guards, they will be sent money to pay for things that they need, like walls and houses, and it's very important. And you've been told it's very important many times by Yaba and Cribble. A few days ago, Yaba actually approached Iskald. Since you are more or less the village elder who can actually function, Bog does not seem to be interested in anything. He just kind of sits in his chair all day. But you are kind of active, and you were a part of both communities. So she tasked you to put together a small team so that you can take this charter. Cribble has given you the charter. It's a rolled up piece of paper. It is scribbled on with what you hope to be ink, and it just states that you guys want to become a village. He told you to protect it with your life. It's very important. Do not lose it. Get it to the island, or the Crozeth Isles. They are directly south from you. He gives you a map, and he has given you a purse with 4 silver in it. Should be enough. 1 silver each for your ticket to the ferry. He went over this the other day, but they told you to meet at the village, or the kind of the meeting hut this morning. So that's what you guys are all doing. You guys are meeting up at the meeting hut this morning to meet Yaba, and so she can send you on your way on your mission. So you guys are in front of this this hut that looks like it's made of leathers, furs, a lot of big bones from like dead animals that are way too big to even be near you guys. But somehow you've scavenged and made villages and houses out of this thing. The leather flap that acts as a door is currently strung open, and you can see her inside.
Okay, everyone's here. This will be good. I think he sees the future, and that one's big. That one's got music. It's be a good journey. All right.
She rushes out to you.
Everyone ready?
Ah, Iskald.
Hello.
One more
Yes,
thing.
I think that's me.
Are you different?
Maybe. I'd check in the mirror.
Hold on. And she goes inside again. And like 10 seconds later, she comes out with a really shiny shield. You Iskald?
Yeah, I think everything seems to be in order.
Oh, good. Okay. Did not want to give charge of the wrong person. Did that before. Okay, Iskald.
Was it him?
No, wasn't.
Point to the closest goblin.
Was it?
Do we all know why we're here, by the way, or have we just been called?
Unless Iskald would have told you, no.
Okay.
I brought together everything we need. So we need someone big and someone who sees the future and someone who knows how to sing. That's all you need for a journey. Yeah.
Right. Yes.
So this is it then, Yaba. What we've been hearing about all these few days.
Yeah, sure.
This piece of paper
It's very simple, this piece of paper right here.
will make us part of Clan... What is it? Xandrakal?
Oh, yes, we become village in country of Xandrakar. They send over guards. They give us money. We get protection. Fun stuff.
Well, I'm here.
They pay us taxes. I heard what taxes are.
So we pay them, and they get to send us an occupying army and predatory.
Do we pay the taxes? Is that us?
Wait.
Do we pay? Shut up.
We don't pay taxes. They'll tell us.
Are they going to pay us taxes? I'll take them. That sounds nice.
We get a lot of stuff
I
for being village.
I like taxes.
Yes.
Word heard. We get 1 silver.
Oh yes.
He's
yes.
gonna hold out his grubby hand, and as he speaks, the absolute stench of his breath is undescribable.
Oh, that's bad. That's a bad smell.
Oh yes, that's right. She reaches into a pouch.
Ubzikidam just breathes it in, Silas, and goes.
As you do,
and this like weird smile kind of cracks out of the side of his mouth.
You start to hear whispers all around you.
What?
All right.
Who was that?
Korg is just going to stand there unflinchingly waiting for his silver, his dim eyes completely focused.
You see her reach into her pouch, and she pulls out 4 silver coins, and she hands each of you 1. Okay, very simple.
I snatch it out of her hand.
Yeah, Korg is going to take it in his grubby fingers, which are just covered in grease and dirt.
Right. You do 3 things. You take...
That's a lot of things. Well, it's okay. There's 4 of us.
No,
that
no.
means we can do up to 4 things.
Is bullet
if you need
point.
a 4th.
Ready?
I can do many things.
I think we can each only do 1 thing at a time. That's normally how
I
I
can
do
do
it.
many things.
Okay, each of you do 3 thing 1 time each.
That's fair.
You take note to ferry stop, right? You cross
Note to
big
ferry?
water. You submit note. That's it.
I have a question.
We cross what water?
The big water
Big water?
is pretty big.
I have a question.
How do we know which one is big water?
Oh, you know when you see it. It's like puddle, but you can't see across.
If it's larger than you,
If it's larger than me,
Nothing larger than
nothing is larger than Korg.
But important question here for everyone.
Okay.
Does it have to be in that order, or could we do it like in reverse if we wanted to?
You can see her one of her eyes starts to twitch, and she does that gecko thing where she licks one of her eyes with her tongue. Yes, that order.
All right, that might be hard, but I think I got it. Pretty sure.
Well, I have a few issues with this, Yaba. Well, you see, I'm meant to have a show tonight. One of the first ones of the season. And in addition, you seem to be paying all of us 1 silver each for 3 different jobs we're all meant to do. And now, I don't suppose we could refuse this, could we?
Oh, you could, but he's still.
But we
well, and I refuse.
we might get a visit
What are
in
the
the
3
night from some of
jobs?
your bigger, burlier friends, wouldn't we?
You would just be replaced by better people.
What are the
No,
3
it's
jobs?
Perhaps I see.
You take note to ferry station. You take boat across big water. You give note.
Korg is going to look very thoughtful and contemplative about
All
this.
Has Korg forgotten what they were already?
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying is that I
First
feel I
we
need to
give
be
note.
compensated. Korg, one
Then
more.
we take a note. Then we go to big water.
Oh, you idiot!
I slap him on the head.
Her eye starts to twitch again.
You slap him on the head.
No, I actually just sort of I bonk you with my staff or my rod. Just on the top
Right.
of
When
your
you
head.
bonk him, his taut, muscled flesh doesn't ripple or bounce at all, and he turns his head towards you and stares at you, snorting with fury like a boar.
No, you fool! First, we get the note, then we write the note, then we bring the note to the fairies, and they carry us across the Great Divide to the city, where we become villagers and get our taxes.
You hear
Yeah,
whispers
that
around
sounds
you
about
again.
right to me. Sounds
Whole
pretty
bunch of
close.
whispers.
I'm okay with that.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Shut up!
Well, why didn't you say that in the first place?
That's a good question.
I think that's a good plan.
Now, yeah, but as I said, I have one of my shows coming up tonight, and I know you're not too big a fan of them, but it's meant to be one of the biggest of the season, so I feel that I should be compensated for my loss of income from performing this task for you.
How much you make for show?
Well, I was looking at
Why does it sound
about
like that?
3 gold coming in tonight.
There's so many gold. Okay, we give you 3 silver when you get back.
1 now and 3 when I get back.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay, that is... Where the fuck's persuasion? Oh, why do I not have this written at all? Okay, that's a 16.
She, like, kind of looks down at her feet, starts kicking around. Okay, when we come village, we have money. Yeah, okay, we pay you.
Korg holds out his hand and says, Korg wants 1 more silver too.
Make a
Oh, that's
persuasion
nice.
check with
Now
disadvantage.
we're all
for
Be
your skill.
out.
May I do an intimidation check
Sure.
instead?
Yeah.
It's real nice. Giving out extra money. I appreciate that. It's like the taxes are already here.
That's a 14.
Less of scared and more of disgust as she just looks you up and down and reaches into her pouch. If I give you 1 more, you don't come near me again.
For the rest of your life.
Yes?
Make no promises.
She just puts it over your hand and drops it, doesn't make contact with you.
Doesn't make contact with me?
No, she just puts it, like, hovers it over your hand and drops it into your open palm.
Right. Korg doesn't notice this, and he puts his hand into his pocket and is satisfied.
Well, I think it's going to be a long journey. I don't know about you, but I got small legs. Takes me a while to get places. Start walking now.
Yes, it take about hours to get to ferry station.
Yeah,
It's directly
that's
south.
a lot more. You know what? Wait, I have an idea. There's 4 of us. If we walk together, it'll be a shorter time.
You go faster.
4 times the walk.
That's
I
true.
like it.
It's just
Makes
math.
me always.
Then we'll have 4 leg in total. So twice as fast.
That's pretty close. That's pretty
No.
true, Cole.
No. 4 times as fast.
That's what I said.
I elect to ride on the brute.
Korg is not going to recognize being called a brute. He'll keep walking.
I just climb onto Korg's back if he'll let me.
Alright. He'll just kind of shake a few times like a dog shakes. Could you make an athletics check?
Oh, good. I'm glad my first check of the game I have a -3 to. That's awesome. That's really cool. Well, I got a 9. So what do you think?
Oh, I don't think you stay on his back.
Yeah,
I look at Yaba and I go, I don't know about you, but I feel real confident. I think this is a good team.
Yeah. Won't have to do again.
Oh, good synergy. We have this. Well in hand.
Okay.
Claw.
You go do
What do
this.
goblins have? Okay, bye.
An old timer.
We not gonna go write up another charter and send different team.
That's a good plan. Don't do that. It'd be assault. So everyone going now?
Okay.
Iskald starts to hobble down the road.
Yeah, I'll follow the elder.
Yeah, let's get going.
He speaks with much wisdom.
So you
Korg
guys,
is kind of
leg
gonna
calculations
lope
are-
after you. He has quite a hard time propelling himself at his tremendous bulk.
He
Have
just
you ever
kind of
seen-
leans.
Have you ever seen like old people that like move unexpectedly quick? Like they have that like constant power walk going.
yes.
That's kind of how Iskald walks, but it's like weird because it looks like he hovers because his robe is so over long and it drags behind him. So he looks like a weird caterpillar or something moving on the ground, just like shuffling, full speed. He's got the shoulder motions and everything. He does this the whole time.
That's good. That's important.
So you guys set off south?
We do that.
We have to make
We
a
go
check
there.
to see if we know where south is.
No,
We go there.
I would say it's one of the only 2 roads leading out of town.
Okay.
You guys head off south. Into the distance, you can see...
For what it's worth,
Yes.
Iskald is actually very smart.
He's...
I know. I mean, he understands physics and dynamics.
Yeah, he went to kobold school, but his intelligence is a 16, so he's kind of smart.
Holy shit.
He's very smart.
That's great.
There are a lot of books in the underground.
He understands much in the ways of motion.
I read all the books that didn't completely disintegrate inside the worm.
Yeah. As you guys make your journey southward, everybody make perception checks as you follow the road down.
It's good. I noticed a lot
Okay.
of things. Very perceptive.
I would like whoever's standing closest to Korg to get disadvantage on this perception.
Okay, I'll
Because
take
he
this
smells
advantage.
so terrible.
I'm definitely closest to
Impossible
Korg.
to ignore. Plus, every couple of steps, he starts complaining that he's hungry.
So I took disadvantage. I got a 6. As we're walking, I'd like to establish a telepathic bond with Korg and go, Brute.
I am in your mind.
There's a man in my mind.
No, shh. Only you and I know.
Oh.
Korg, nod
Okay.
your
Send
head
his
very
head up.
slowly if you can hear me.
Right. He's going to get a kind of mischievous look in his eye. Like, this is now a little secret, so it's okay. And he's going to, crook a smile and nod slowly.
I can tell you many things. Many.
Oh, yeah?
No, quiet, in your mind.
All right. He's going to
Speak out
continue
loud.
to speak out loud, and he says, "Where can I find dinner?"
All that and more very soon. But first, you must let me ride upon your shoulder.
You're already in my shoulder and head, mine man.
No, but physically.
Korg will allow this.
Okay, I climb up on Korg.
Okay.
All right.
This
on,
will be
he's
a
going to
fine
be like-
partnership.
Did the mind man tell you to stand on my shoulders?
No, that's me.
You sound just like him.
What, Korg? Yeah!
All right.
I whack
All right.
him.
Korg is going to
Flesh.
get a look of recognition. His mouth forms an O as he realizes what's going on. And he's like, "Oh, I see what's going on here. I'm in the know." And he's going to nod at you. And he's going to continue to walk with you astride his shoulders.
And I'll just wring my hands maniacally.
It's a real
I got a
the
6.
mighty situation going on here.
Don't worry,
Yeah.
I'm on lookout.
Neither of us
I've got
have been
this.
paying attention, however.
I'll keep an eye out for anything on the road. Make sure we're following all the signs.
So
I have this.
It's called, what was yours?
I got a 16, and Iskald has pulled out what basically looks like just a pair of magnifying glasses that have been duct taped together to be like binoculars.
Okay.
Like they're just like poorly twined together. And he's looking through those.
Ubzikidam, what was yours?
With 7.
6. Oh, okay, 7. Wardy?
Wardy got an 11.
And then Krob? Or Korb?
Uh,
I missed
that's
it.
a 18.
Okay, wait.
That's
it's
actually
confusing.
on the uptake.
What you
It's
guys
confusing
I
because-
have written here Bork.
No, it's confusing because Scott is doing the voice of the Marvel character Korg,
Yeah,
but Silas' character is named Korg.
Yeah, I'm doing it on purpose. It's great.
It's what is it, Silas?
No, it's Korb. It's Korb with a B.
Korb.
Oh.
K-O-R-B.
So I was right. There's a B in it. I just had it at the beginning.
You guys want me to
instead of
spell
the end.
mine for you? You
Yeah.
You guys want me to,
I just wrote
you guys
down
want me to
C.
spell my name for you?
That's all right. That's
Let's
all
hear
right.
it.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
curious.
Type it in chat.
UBZIKIDAM apostrophe FAGRAPTHHHHHHH.
Oh,
Right
I
on.
have a few extra H's. I'm sorry.
The last H is silent,
Oh,
actually.
Okay.
More of a formality.
Iskald and Wardy. Sorry, not Wardy. Iskald and Korb. As your newly found team is traveling southward, you start to notice that the terrain around you goes from meadows and kind of greenery grasslands to a lot of hills and waving kind of landscapes. The mountains on your left side kind of start disappearing and turning into forests and trees. The road that you're following immediately starts to go into a small valley. It looks like it was kind of dug out just to get through a difficult terrain area. And you too notice, you can start to smell something. It's not yourself, but it is that smell you get before rain, and you can see clouds starting to form. It looks like, and smells like, it's about to start raining. You can't hear any thunder yet, though. However, all of you notice that the road seems to be blocked by a very large couple of tree trunks.
That's
How large?
All the way around, probably like maybe 5 feet. Both of them.
5 feet? Okay. Okay.
Yep.
Pretty
Um,
formidable.
I think Corp. I think this is why you're here.
while the rest of you have stood still, Korb has just continued to walk as he watches this destruction.
Wait, come on, perhaps we should, survey. Wait, slow down.
I think this is Corb's one
Slow
thing.
down, Corb.
Pretty sure this is
This
the
is
task he's
job
on.
for Korb.
This is one task. He was paid for the one thing. I think this is
Korb
it. It was
wants
on my list.
silver. Korb do job.
Corb, now.
He's going to approach the first tree and attempt to lift one side of it, so his
I believe in
allies
you.
can pass through.
You got this, and you feel Iskald kind of like gently pat you on the shoulder with his boomerang curve stick and give you guidance.
Ooh, okay.
Korb doesn't understand exactly what's happening, so he'll proceed as normal.
Make a strength, just a base strength check.
Okay, excellent. That's an unnatural 20.
Ooh.
And you can add a D4.
Oh, yeah. That will go up to a 23.
Wow.
The two of
Wait,
you.
I'm still back here.
Yeah, the two of you watch this tiny goblin with a disproportionate goblin on its shoulders just approach this large tree that is about the size of both of them now on its side. And the tree trunk begins to shift, and you can hear as it ever so slightly starts to lift like a good inch or two off the ground. But just as it does, all of you hear out from the forest around you, around this valley, "Hey! What are you doing?"
No, you see, we're going to a big water, and then we're going to turn to the note.
Lifting
then we're
a
going to get on a
tree.
boat. What are you doing? How's your day?
Zikidon will just try to hide his whole body behind Korb's head, but his turban is still really sticking out over the top.
Okay. Behind you all, you see descending from the small kind of incline of this valley, a number of individuals, maybe 10, 12 people, all dressed in dark leathers, hoods up, cowls on. One of them in front is dressed to the nines in leather armor with a few weapons strapped to his sides and a face mask that he pulls down. You can see scars all over his kind of very pale face. He walks over. What the hell are you goblin people doing here? Every fucking time.
Well, you
No,
see,
they're not goblins.
we're going.
Job.
Yeah, what he said. We're going on a boat, and then we're delivering a note, and then we're gonna take a water.
I whisper
What he
into
said.
Korb's. I whisper into Korb's mind.
The humans, they're duplicitous. They seek only to kill us.
Oh, Korb is gonna look very alarmed all of a sudden. He's gonna
I'm sorry.
fearfully look back and forth.
We mean you no harm, friends.
He looks over all of you. I am tired of you goblin fucks coming around and ruining all the poaching. We can't get a single animal around here because of you.
I'm actually
You are
not a goblin.
tasty.
I'm a kobold. I know I'm a little old. My color's a bit faded. But I'm a lizard man. Not a goblin. No offense to anyone who is a goblin. If any of you are. And I look at all the bandits.
Look, friend.
One of them pipes up. He actually is he's a kobold, sir. He's not actually a goblin. Shut the fuck up.
Look, friend. Your leaders and ours may have taught us to hate each other, but their quarrels are not ours. I have no hatred in my heart towards you, and I can't see why you should have any towards me. Me and my friends here are just trying to get on the road again.
Like fucking God, are you Bob Dylan? Wait, Max, you walker.
He's Woody Guthrie.
No, I'm not, bro. I'm Wardy Guthrie.
Oh, sorry, you're right. I'm sorry. I mispronounced his character's name. Make a persuasion check.
To put emphasis on that, he'll take out his busted coconut lute and start strumming it. Jun chicka jun chicka jun chicka jun chicka jun chicka jun chicka. Fuck my dice. That is a 21.
Ooh. As you start strumming your instrument, you can see like 4 or 5 of the other poachers behind this man. Like, they don't drop their weapons, but they kind of start tapping their toes and looking at each other and smiling. As the scowl on this man in front of you starts to grow just more and more awful. It's like every note you're playing is making him more and more aggravated.
Rick, I'd love to clamber down from Korg and approach these poachers.
Okay.
Korg is clapping and
Actually,
dancing.
no, I won't climb down. Actually, just from upon high, I'll go.
Mangling!
What'd you say?
Mangling!
What did you just call me?
You're under my control!
I'll cast Storm Person.
Oh my god.
What's the save?
DC 14. I believe Charm
Okay.
Person is Wisdom.
Yes. Oh no. Didn't have advantage or anything, but he rolled natural 20.
Oh no. Okay.
He just looks at you when a little bit of a spark comes out of your head. I do what?
Nothing! I didn't say anything.
I just, you know what? He's trying
I'm
to.
gonna use Nimble Escape to hide behind his
I have a
head.
question.
Yeah.
Excuse me, big man. You're very tall. What do you do?
What do we do?
We deliver a letter. That's what we do. What do you do?
We gather up all these animals, the big ones, the owl bears, the dire bears. We take them, we get their shit, and we sell it. And you all have been
Why would
ruining
you sell
it.
their scrap? That doesn't sound very profitable. Do you burn it?
Alright, you know what? That one tried to take over my mind. These ones won't stop talking. That one fucking stinks. We could just kill him.
That wouldn't be nice.
And he he takes out his two swords and claps them together. Everyone roll initiative.
Okay,
Oh fuck.
here we go.
Oh snap! Cleric powers coming in.
Shit, what's initiative again? It's Dex mod.
Let's go.
Let me make sure I'm doing this right.
Fucking hell, Wardy got street. God damn it.
None of you caught it.
Until now.
I can't believe you've done this.
So 25 to 20. Oh, okay. 20 to 15.
19.
Okay. Wardy first. 15 to 10. Oh,
13.
okay. 10 to 5.
6.
What? Oh no, Rory, what did you get?
Well, I rolled a natural 1, but
Ah.
I do have a +3 to Dex, so it's a 4.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. All right, so it's Wardy, Korb, Iskald, and then Oopsie.
God.
Well, actually, it is the bandit first.
Oh, no.
He removes both of his swords, claps them together, and everyone else that you can see removes their weapons or raises their weapons that they have.
Oh my.
He starts to walk forward. You're gonna rue the day you mess with Hagen, right, my friends? And he starts to walk toward both Korb and Oopsie because they're the ones who tried to mind meld him or take over his mind.
What did he say his name was?
Hagen Wright.
That's a cool name.
He's a nice person name.
I imagine that's a character in the larger campaign.
It is now.
There you go. Yeah.
Not after this, he won't be.
Wait, how many of these guys are there?
He's gonna. It looks like there's about 12 or 13 of them.
Oh shit! We're not gonna win this fight.
No.
What?
He's gonna make two
Nah,
attacks
we got it.
against Korb because he is the biggest one there. Does a 15 hit Korb?
Meets it, beats it, right?
Yes.
Well, yeah.
So you take 3 points of slashing damage at first, and then the first roll is a 19. So, and then another 6 points of slashing damage. I'm assuming a 19 hits.
Yeah.
Okay. Both of his swords just kind of like cross against you, and you feel a deep slash in you. The other ones look like they all have they're all pretty far away from him, or from, well, all of you. The ones with melee weapons are going to use all of their movement just to try to get up to you. The other ones are spending their turn, it looks like, loading crossbows.
Oh shit.
Wardy, you're up.
Okay, now you said a few of them were kind of getting into the jamming, weren't they?
Yeah.
All right, now does Wardy see any of the ones coming up with melee weapons, or any of the ones loading crossbows who are kind of jamming out?
Yeah, a couple of them.
Okay, so I guess we'll load the crossbows in the back. He'll look at one of the ones in the back, and he'll start strumming slightly more intense, and he'll say, "I'm sorry this has come to blows. You're my friend, though, aren't you?" And he will use unsettling words. So for a bonus action, they're within 60 feet of me, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Now they are.
Okay.
Settling.
I roll a bardic inspiration die, and they subtract that number from their next saving throw.
Ooh.
So that's I think it's a D6, my bardic inspiration die? Yeah, D6. Okay, so I'm just going to roll a D6. Alright, that's a 4. And having done that, Wardy's going to glare daggers at him and cast Crown of Madness.
Ooh.
So it's a wisdom saving throw?
Yes.
Let me check. Wisdom saving
this
throw with a
progression
-4.
Will not stand, man.
The revolution must protect itself.
And -4, you said, right?
Yes.
That brings you to a 13.
Nice. So my spell. Oh crap! I didn't fill this out. Spell save DC is 8 plus proficiency plus the relevant stat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, spell save DC is at 12. He beats it.
Ooh, just beats it.
But is that with the -4?
Yeah, it was a 17 minus 4.
Dang.
Ooh, that's a good
Rolled
one.
very high. It was a base 17.
Mm-hmm.
You see him kind of just look at you, listen to the music, and then shrug it off, and load his crossbow.
All right. Well, that didn't work, and he's going to remove the coconut from the bottom of the fret bridge of his lute, and there's a handle underneath, and he takes off the top, and there's a little spike, and he takes it out to wield like a rapier.
Oh god.
Awesome.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, as an action and bonus action.
Korb.
Right. Korb is a bit miffed about being attacked. So he's going to start belching in rage, which is the precursor to a mighty bellow straight to the face of Hagen, which sounds a little bit like...
It sounds like that, sorry.
Upon which he will enter a rage. So I believe... So going into a rage is a bonus action, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can't also use my frenzy ability yet. Okay. So I'm just gonna melee attack Hagen. He just picks up the massive mallet that he drags around everywhere with him, and with absolutely no form or training or experience whatsoever, just begins to mindlessly two-handedly bash at him overhead.
Now, do you shrug off Oopsie off your shoulders first?
He doesn't really pay attention. He's already forgotten there's someone on his shoulder. Right now he's focused on attacking.
Holy shit!
Okay.
So that's a natural 1.
Oh my god. We're not gonna win this fight.
You pull back on your mallet, and as you go forward to strike, there's no head on the stick, and it just looks like it's been stuck in the mud behind you.
No.
He's pretty dumbfounded as to what to do since his mallet didn't work, so he's just gonna stand there holding the stick.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, that'll be the end of my turn.
It's called.
Oh, I guess we're fighting, and I just gonna sidle up behind what is his name, Hagen?
Oh yeah, Hagen.
So I'm kind of flanking with Korb. Sorry, don't mean this, mate. And I'm gonna use a second level inflict wounds on him.
Ooh.
That's super cocked, and I wish it wasn't. Oh, that's a nat 20.
Oh.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Oh my
That's my
god.
nat 20 right there. It's hard to see.
We needed that.
Jesus.
So, give me a sec. I'm just gonna double the 4 dice that I rolled, so I don't have to keep doing it if you don't mind.
Okay.
It's gonna be 50.
50?
Yeah.
He watches you scuttle around him to the other side of him, and kind of keeping one of his eyes on Korb and the other eye on you. He looks over to you as you reach out, and he grabs your hand with his, as like trying to stop you. And then all of you see, from fingertip to wrist, his hand starts to turn black and ashy as it just disintegrates up to his elbow, and he starts to scream in pain.
Is he still alive?
He's still alive.
Oh my god, really?
Oh
I'm
my
sorry.
god.
My bad. I didn't mean to do that.
He kind of falls prone, like not prone, but like onto one of his knees, and he's just holding his arm, just. Ah! What the hell?
Iskald kind of reaches into like his robes and pulls out what is just basically a bunch of random pieces of like different coins and currency that he has melted together to be a shield that is about this big.
Okay.
Awesome.
That's what I've done with 120 gold I started with. I melted them together into a shield.
Oh, I love it.
You started with 120 gold.
Yeah, because I'm the cleric.
Yeah, he's a an acolyte.
And an acolyte starts with like 10 or 20. Yeah.
Oopsie.
Right. As the whispers begin to sort of bear down into Oopsie's mind, he goes,
Voices, they're back.
Ah! The voices, they call to me!
Don't kill. Don't do it.
Ubzikidam Fagrappa will from upon the shoulders of Korb will take out his rod and just sort of begin to wave it in like big circles over his head, and you see as he does this sort of just like wild leaping crackling magical energy begins to form off of it as he sort of spins it in a circle and then just and like throws it forward, and I'm gonna cast a chaos bolt towards the good Captain Cade or whatever his name is, Hagen. Okay, that is a 17 to hit him.
That hits.
Okay, so I gotta pull up the spell because I know the damage that I rolled decides the damage type.
Yes.
Sorcerer stuff.
Oh my god! I rolled doubles.
Ooh, that means you.
Okay,
well,
so
it would.
it's psychic. Appropriately, it's psychic damage. So I rolled double sevens. And so 14 plus 3 is 17 damage to him of psychic damage as you see this first bolt leaps from his staff, and it's just this like crackling purple energy that hits him directly in the brain and creates like a tether around his mind. And then Rick, I do believe it bounces,
it
right?
goes to another target near him.
And I have to make a new attack roll against them, right?
Yeah, because it has a chance to bounce again.
So it's a creature within 30 feet. The attack roll's a 20 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Didn't roll doubles this time. I will make this cold damage as it leaps from his head. It just becomes this like frosty bolt that slams into the person next to him from all the scintillating colors of magic, and that's going to deal 7 points of damage. As Ubzikidam is just like,
the person like 20 feet behind him, still loading their crossbow, immediately stops as you can see their hand has like frozen to their crossbow, and they can't unjam whatever's going on with themselves.
Is he still alive?
He is still alive. He does not look good. He is...
Fucker.
He's shouting in pain with the one hand he has left holding onto his head. He stands up...
Rick?
Yes?
Rick, with my bonus action, can I make a telepathic bond to him? And just go, relent! Relent! In his mind.
Yes. Top of the round, you guys hear what sounds like thunder. Except you can feel it in the ground. And you can see all of his people that are loading weapons or taking them out and rushing towards you kind of stop for a second, and you start to see the tree line next to you above, about like 15 feet above, up this incline, begin to shake and rattle and separate. As rushing down into the valley, you see a horde of owlbears, about too many to count, like just filling into this whole crevasse where all of you are. Some stomping and stampeding over some of these bandits. They are rushing around you. I need everyone to make dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
My blue dice loves me tonight.
Dexterity saving throws.
I got a 20. A dirty filthy
That's
20.
19 somehow.
Oh,
That is.
I roll-
Oh yeah,
I rolled a 16.
I got an 18.
oh shit! All of you. All right, awesome. You hear shouting from the people. You can hear a lot of them say, "They're stampeding. We have to go. We have to get out of here." A lot of them are
Oh, my.
panicking. Some of them are. You can see some of them are trying to run, and some of them are rushing towards you. About 4 of them rush towards you. One of them, it looks like, is trying to help Hagen up, and they will pull Hagen away from. The 2 of you who are close to him. So the 2 of you get attack of opportunity.
Alright, fine.
look.
It was nice knowing you. Have fun.
Does that include me?
Would you have been 5 feet?
Well,
Okay, so-
I'm a top. How tall is Korb?
horseback.
I'm a top Korb.
Okay, so together you guys make a medium creature.
Right.
So I would, yeah, I
So
would
am
say,
I within 5?
yeah, I would say you.
Awesome. I'm
Right.
gonna whack him
Or
with my-
will attempt to bash him with the stick of his mallet. Can I count that as like a quarterstaff?
Sure.
That's a natural 20.
Oof.
I totally miss.
What about you, Iskald?
We are not high enough level to have feats yet, but for the sake of this, if he dies, could I cast Spare the Dying on him?
Oh, who, Hagen?
Yeah.
Do you have Spare the Dying as a cantrip?
Yeah.
I was sure if it was. It's up to you. In this instance, sure. It's a
Cool.
one shot.
Okay, well, do I double just the die roll or the entire damage of
So
the attack?
it's usually I always leave it up to you because I do it. I roll the normal dice and then just double what happens instead of rolling like say if it's 2d6 normally instead of rolling 4d6 because they could all be ones.
Okay, yeah. Okay, well,
But you choose.
I'm going to roll an additional die. And I do a total of 11 damage.
It looks like he goes unconscious as Korb
good to meet
just
you.
slams down.
It's fun knowing you, and I just kind of pat him on the shoulder as he runs away. Cast Spare the Dying.
His buddy kind of looks down as he goes unconscious and then comes back up for just a second and then like looks like he falls asleep, his face swollen, his arm bleeding as he's dragged away by one of his friends, 3 of which stay back and are going to try and attack through this this stampede.
He will
this was-
remember Korb.
I think we got a right. Don't worry, I'll make us a friend.
Against Iskald is a 19 to hit.
It doesn't.
Hey, you're a cleric.
Yeah, that hits though.
6 bludgeoning damage as he comes down to you with his club.
Ow. That hurt. Don't do that.
Korb against you is that's not good. 7.
No, it'll just bounce off his tremendous stomach.
It's a blade too, so it's weird.
His skin is very hard from living outside on the street all the time.
Oopsie. Another one swings at you with a 16.
16. Yeah, I don't have a reaction, so that hits.
Ooh. 3 slashing damage.
Okay.
As it kind of just catches a little bit of you.
You'll regret that.
Wardy.
Hello.
It's
think
not
it's your
rolling! Oh, there we go. Okay.
Oh.
No, you're good, you're good. No one attacked you, they only attacked those 3.
Yeah, I was a little bit back, right?
So you see all of this happening. You can feel the stampede in front of you. You're kind of like still moving out of the way, trying not to get trampled on by all these owlbear that are rushing around. Some you can hear in the distance. It's kind of like that scene in Lion King. You can hear in the distance some people like screaming out and being trampled on. What do you do?
Are these 2 logs that block the road, one on top of the other?
It looks like they're kind of like crisscrossed, but they're about like 10 foot wide and long. Like they touch each side of the valley, and they're both about like 5 feet wide. So it looks like they're
So there's space where you could get under one or over the other.
possibly.
All right, yeah. Wardy will try and cram himself in there.
Okay. How are you trying to do it? Elegantly or not?
No, he's hopping in.
Okay, make an athletics
He's
check.
gonna clutch his loot to his chest and see if he can. All right, here we go. Ba-dum-bum. Ooh, that's one of the things I don't have ticked. That is a 9.
Oh, you guys watch Wardy kind of like shove himself through parts of this gap, and then as like owlbears are rushing past you, you can see him actually kind of get stuck by the waist.
Uh-oh.
Is that your turn?
I mean, yeah. I think so.
Korb.
All right, so Korb is going to use a strategy that he uses very often as a survival instinct when animals start trying to eat him, which is make himself as unappealing a target as possible.
Oh no.
So he's going to immediately start smearing himself with shit.
On the shoulders! No!
Oh, the smell. You guys
Okay.
just... Everyone but Wardy just watches Korb. Actually, Oopsie kind of starts to feel Korb.
Yeah, I don't watch as much as I like get a face full of it. Yeah.
Yeah, his just massive hands just start patting down hard over your head.
I'm glad I can't see what's happening now.
You can smell it, though.
You can just shit on command.
Is that your turn?
He also knows, since he bit an owlbear once and it bit him back really hard, that they're dangerous. So he will scamper off and try to hide pitifully in the tree branches.
Okay. Make a stealth check. With disadvantage because you have a person on your shoulders.
Okay, even with disadvantage, that's an 18.
Holy shit.
Wow.
It's you guys become a very weird looking tree behind another tree.
The shit color just
Like
makes
red
it look
lump.
like art.
Yeah, you're brown.
It's like PETA in the Hunger Games,
Oh no.
but with shit.
Iskald.
Don't worry, my new gods are very strong. Just disintegrated a man's arm. I've got this. And I take like 2 steps forward, and I look at all the owlbears, I hold up my shield, and I catch the light, and I'm like, go chase it. Go over there. You don't want this. I'm gonna try and distract them and make them run a different direction.
Make an animal handling check for these dozens of owlbear that are rushing past you.
It's a 14.
You actually, not so much like a cat, but more like you catch one's eye, and you cause it to careen into another one, and it looks like you don't so much make it worse for yourselves, but the people who were kind of getting away and climbing up the sides, the owlbears now start climbing up the sides and clawing them down as they try to get away from whatever just happened with the light in their face.
Told you they were strong. Thank you, new gods.
Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Oops. Oopsie.
Oopsie, seeing the tide change, leaps off of the of Korb's shoulders and stands proudly atop the tree, the fallen tree barrier, and goes,
This is what happens when you face the might of the marvelous, the misnomered, the multi-limbed, the magenta. Oopsie, get on fire!
So how many guys are still left?
There's 3 around you guys right now, and then like 10 of them that are being trampled and trying to run away.
Awesome, really cool. Okay, I've got a question. and you can just say no on this if you want. But I would like to target sort of the closest one and use my bonus action to make a telepathic bond with him, and then use my action to message him. So if you'll imagine, it's like 2 layers of noise. But then instead of speaking, I'm just going to go... and I want to like try to scare him.
Against one of the guys?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sure. Absolutely.
So it's just like layering horrid noise in his mind.
At first he just starts to hear whisper, and then...
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah.
Can I roll like some sort of intimidation?
Do you have to, is it a willing creature, or does he have to make a save for you to make a bond?
So here's the thing. I don't think either.
Oh, it just happens.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Let me check in Tasha's again. Because I wrote it down pretty diligently. Like, I don't think this is its intended person. No, you just choose one creature you can see within 30 feet.
Perfect.
You and the chosen speaker can speak telepathically while the 2 of you are within a number of miles equal to your charisma modifier.
Against their will.
And it lasts for 4 hours.
Yeah, perfect.
Until I give it to another person.
In that case, I would say make an intimidation check.
Awesome. Not very good. 8.
You see the one that you're trying to intimidate, it doesn't look at you. It looks back at one of his the buddies that's actually attacking your friends, and you can hear him shout, "Stop trying to talk to me! I'm trying to kill these things!"
No, not fighting back.
Is that your turn?
Yep.
Top of the round. It seems like the distress and all of the commotion is starting to wane on the stampeding owlbears. They start to change course. Everybody make, again, dexterity saving throws. Wardy, disadvantage.
Hey, I'm stuck in a tree.
Yep.
Okay.
I got a 17.
That's not good.
No.
That is a 9.
I rolled a natural 1.
Oh.
Plus 3 is 4. And I'm atop that tree.
I'm playing with my shield, and I blind myself a little, and then accidentally blind you. I got a 6.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
You did a lot better the first time around.
I can't see no more. What happened?
Korb gets out of the way very fast. So fast that, Oopsie, you kind of fall off of his shoulders. And the 3 of you who did not do well are swept up into the stampede. All of you are either trampled into like the dirt and then kind of tossed up. Either way, you're all kind of like more or less connected to some of these owlbears that are stampeding away. And Korb, you can see them all kind of going the opposite way now, almost the way you guys were traveling.
So I just try and hold on.
But a little bit, you can try to hold on, yeah, but a little bit more into the forest. More towards the river. If you want to try and hold on for dear life so you don't get under them, you can make a, I'll say strength save.
Yeah, does Wardy get carried away or just brutalized since half his body is stuck in the tree?
I'd say you can do the same thing. If you want to try and hold on to them, like go for a ride, you can make a strength save. If not...
Okay.
It's got to be a strength save to hold on to them?
How would you like to try it?
No, listen, I was just, sort of...
Oh, okay.
Strength
Oh
save.
my god, well, I rolled a fucking natural 20, but I
It's
have a
18.
-3. Can you see it?
Yeah, yes.
So it's a 17, despite my very diminutive strength.
I got a natural 19.
What was Wardy's?
I got an 18.
Perfect. All 3 of you almost being trampled to death by the claws and paws of all of these owlbear, instead hold on for dear life. And Korb, you can see all the people that you were just traveling with begin to almost ride away. into the forest on these owlbears, screaming and shouting as they go.
Korb will try to lope after them because they still have the note that he needs to get his silver.
Oh, which of us is carrying that?
I'll connect with Korb again and be like,
War Beast, save me!
Korb coming!
All of you hold on for dear life, and Korb just saunters down with them, kind of also stampeding with them. They seem to think of you as one of their own.
a beautiful moment.
As you storm through the forest with them.
Yeah, it's actually kind of astounding how fast he's able to move at his size. It's like once he gets going, his momentum just perpetually brings him further.
The farther you go, the calmer they get. They tend to slow down a little bit.
I have an idea, if I could.
Yes.
I'm going to try and climb on top and try and use my light shield. It's really powerful. I reflected the sun thanks to New Gods. And I'm going to try and direct him.
Okay, make an animal handling check.
I'm real good at these. It's cocked. Son of a bitch. 15.
15.
The other one would have been an 18 if it wasn't cocked, but it was.
You actually, the one you're on at least, you do get to like kind of get on top of it, and with your shield, you kind of almost like a dog with a pig with a carrot. You kind of steer it in certain directions that you want, steering it away from certain trees that it's about to pummel into, maybe hurt you. Steering it away from other owlbears. Where are you trying to take it?
Gotta take it to town. Gotta go to town and put the note in the ferry.
So you're trying to steer it back south.
Yeah.
Okay, make a survival check to see if you know where that is from here.
It's a 5.
You know what? You're pretty sure that these owlbears are probably going into town already.
Oh, smart. They're going home. Makes sense.
So it's good to steer with them and make sure that they just stay in this group.
that was a fucking good one, Scott.
And about 10 minutes into this stampede, as it slows and lowers down, you actually end up getting to the bank of the river that you guys know you live near.
Hey, look at that. We already made it to the river. It's a long trek. You know what's funny? I feel like it took a long
travel.
I feel like it took a long time to make it to the river. Maybe more people mean slow.
Yeah, can we like depart from the owlbear?
It looks like they have like kind of not stopped, but like kind of just bears and rivers. They have gotten to, it's a very large river that you've reached. It's part of a delta that actually feeds into the sea, and this portion of it is about maybe 120 feet wide of just rushing water that you can see, and the owlbears have started to feed and drink from this river as they kind of almost neglect to even notice that you're there.
Yeah, and after they stop, Korb comes splashing in, unable to control his momentum, and rolls over into the water, panting at the exertion. He starts to ravenously drink.
Zekidon will hop down from one of the owlbears and be like,
Right on time, my steed. Right on time, yes.
and I'll hop back onto his back.
Before the little guy can hop back onto him, Korb is just going to reach in the air lightning fast and just snatch him by his little neck and hold him up. He's like,
It's me!
And then in his mind,
Korb is hungry. Korb did a lot of running. You said you would tell me where dinner is later.
Look, a fish! There's fish everywhere!
Korb, my friend. And Wardy will climb out from underneath one of the owlbears where he was hanging on to some of his feathers.
Onto Wardy and be like,
Fucking help me! Help me!
Hey, friend! I got something right here for you. And he'll reach into his pack and take out a piece of jerky, one of his trail rations that comes in his entertainer's pack, and he'll wave it in his face and try and brush it under what he thinks is his nose. Let's see if he can. We need
by
him.
the smells of it.
Don't you remember? He needs to help us deliver the note. Now, don't.
The note.
Don't you want your silver
water yet?
more than dinner?
This is a pretty big water.
Oopsie's
Put
head is
the
beginning
note
to
in the
vibrate
water.
a little bit. His head's beginning to vibrate a little bit, and you can see like the 3 glass beads are kind of glowing this like pale blue. And he's like,
Read that note. I can be of help if you just put me down.
All right, Cord. He's gonna since the jerky's being held under his nose. He's going to briefly forget about trying to strangle the wizard. He's just gonna. His arm is just gonna go slack, and he'll drop him in the water.
As he splashes
There you
into the
go.
water, all of you actually, the same time he splashes into the water, all of you hear a loud crack of thunder as the sky is beginning to get a little bit darker.
I climb off my owlbear and I go, well, thanks, Paul. Thanks, other boys. It was nice riding with you. Do it again real soon. Everyone,
Do you know them, Elder?
what do we do now? I asked him his name. He didn't say nothing, so I called him Paul.
It's actually a very good name.
With both of your animal handling checks, I'm going to say all of them kind of just grunt at you and start to walk toward the river.
Well, I think we need to keep walking. That the sky's yelling at us, telling us that we're slacking off a bit too much. We had too many fun meeting those nice folk. I didn't mean to disintegrate that man's arm. I'm really sorry.
Does anyone know where we are?
Everyone make perception checks.
Yeah.
Corb won't make a perception check
Okay.
because he's standing. Because he's standing next to Wardy like a toddler waiting for more jerky.
I love the commitment.
Got a 19.
Any check unless there's
the
something
line of the game so
preoccupying him.
Hey, everybody
I will
do this game
not
mechanic
do a
to help
perception
help
check.
your character progress. No, he won't do that.
No, I won't. I don't think I will.
Wardy gets a 19, and he
I also got
he's,
a 19.
he gave Corb the one piece of jerky, but seeing that he's waiting for more, he says, "See now, his struggles are ours, and ours are his. We're all on the same mission here, aren't we?" And he'll throw him another
That means
piece.
you should give Corb the jerky.
He'll
I
break
got
a
a
piece in
15.
half and eat half and give Corb the other half.
He's just gonna take it and just put it in his mouth, and it's just immediately gone.
See, when you eat, I eat, and when I eat, you eat.
I
Oh,
like
they
the
got-
sound of that.
He'll take out another one, break it in half, and do the same thing.
Wardy and
All right.
Iskall said you got 19s.
Mhm.
Both of you notice over the sound of the rushing water and the stomping owlbears through the water, about 60 or 70 feet away downstream of river is what looks like a shack in the middle of the actual river itself. And then you notice that it starts to float and move a little slowly and shift in its perspective, and you can see it looks like kind of a small houseboat is floating on the water. You can see a couple of figures moving on top, and it looks like there are lines cast into the water itself.
Oh look, we found the ferry. We just gotta put the note on it.
What's that?
No, we have to go with the note on the ferry. I think.
Hmm.
I'm not sure.
This isn't the
Probably,
big
that might
water,
work.
is it? I can see the other side.
That's a good point too. Maybe that ferry knows where the other ferry is. We could ask him.
I know what to do. I know what to do. The spirits will tell us where to go.
And I'll place
Oh yeah.
on just like a rock. I'll just place my rod down, and then I'll go. And I'll cover my eyes and just begin to waggle my fingers at the rod, and I'll cast Mage Hand, and the rod will just spin and spin and spin and spin and spin, and just whichever direction it points. Ubziku will become convinced the direction we should go.
As it spins and spins and spins, you watch it like spin for a little too long, and then as it stops, the front of the rod points directly at you.
I think it's trying to tell you that the right place to be is wherever you are. Follow your heart.
Dark portents. Dark portents, indeed. No.
I like the sound of that. But we do have somewhere we need to be going, don't we?
All right, don't worry. I'm real good at talking to the big folk. You saw the last guy. I mean, things went a little rough, but I'm pretty good.
Well,
I think we made a new friend.
I do too. Maybe we can make some more over here. And,
That sounds like a good plan.
Where you point at the little floating house. Say, now, should we come with you, or do you want to do the talking?
Well, I think we all have to go. If we don't, then it's not an adventure altogether. I need you all, because you play the music, and he tells the future, and he's big.
He's so wise.
That's what all the books told me to do. I read them. They told me that's what all the adventurers do. I'm here because I'm old. You need one of them?
Well,
It'll be fine. I think I have to die at the end.
let's get along.
Just remember that. I have to die before the end, or else...
This guy's just like talking to us and the ferry's going by.
I wonder if there's a...
So you guys approach the boat floating on the river?
Yes.
As soon as you get about like 10 feet from the actual boat, like you're kind of wading in the water at this point. You're not in the deep end of the river. It's like more now towards you on the banks. But as soon as you get there, all of you can kind of start to hear what sounds like very similar music to what Wardy was playing. But it's not like the same thing. It just sounds like a similar instrument, a stringed instrument. You can see the entire thing is decked out with nets and shells and different kinds of rocks and gems. It looks like it's just a one-story little shack that you might find in the forest, but it's perched atop this longboat that looks kind of like a large wooden canoe with a few different jutting out rods of wood that look like they're maybe fishing rods, but have large nets cast into the water themselves. Immediately, you see one of the figures on top look over at you. They look to be a lizard folk. You can see they have very deep green skin with a very large plume of yellow feathers coming from the top of their head down to their spine. They look over to you. Oi! Who go there?
Hi, I'm Iskold. I'm the old one. I don't remember their names.
goes here.
That's Korb. He's big. That one tells the future. And that one plays songs. We're here on an adventure to deliver a note to a ferry. Do you know where the ferry is?
Oh, you gotta get down to the ferry.
Yeah.
Oh, well, hold on. Telly, what do you think we got anything better to do tonight? He looks back into the house itself. And walking out of the house, you can see another lizard folk. Light blue scales and very vibrant white plumed feathers going down from the top to the bottom. Ah, well, I don't think we got anything important going on. Why? Oh, and she looks over at you. Ah, look at that. We got some visitors up in here. Do you think they'd like the river? Well, I think you said you need to ride to the ferry?
We're looking for the ferry. We need to go there and then cross the big water and then go to a town.
We have to give them a note.
Yeah.
I don't see why we couldn't help you out there a little bit. As long as you don't have trouble with the sea legs there, I see, you know what you mean.
Nope. Pretty sure I see my legs just fine. Well, when I lift up my rope.
They both
we got four of them between us.
Stare at all of you.
Many legs, yes.
Right. Okay then. Hold on. As you can hear like a couple of clinks and clangs. It looks like he's putting some kind of gangplank over the side, and it slams down into the water where you guys. It looks like you can walk up onto the deck.
Okay, great.
Korb will immediately walk up, and as he does, you can see the plank stretching and straining nearly to the breaking point. You can hear it splinter slightly as he gets midway.
You can see the faces of the two lizard folk looking down at the gangplank, kind of just wincing as you're kind of walking over it. Ugh. Hoping that you get up there.
Ubzikidam will sort of appoint himself regally, like readjusting his turban slightly, and then kind of place his hands into his sleeves and like stride up onto the deck and go.
As all of you clamber onto the ship, they immediately take notice to Ubzikidam. Oh, you one of them magic-y folk too then, huh?
I see my reputation precedes me. Yes, I am the mighty, the magnificent, the mellifluous, the malnourished Ubzikidam Fagrab.
Oh, I'm sorry, did you sneeze there?
Sneeze! That's my name.
Oh, right, no, we was just, we got a friend, Ma, who help us with the weather. She kinda
I
magically
can
like
predict
you.
the weather. I
As
can predict many things.
he
I'll
motions
produce.
actually.
Oh,
No, good.
Ubzikidam goes into one of his pouches and pulls out a deck of cards.
Oh,
And says,
Would you like your fortune read?
Just a deck of many things.
The spirits, they speak to me.
oh, now getting into the witchcraft stuff. Hold on now. He goes into the shack, and he pulls out a small table. I'm never going to be one to put down a good reading, if you know what I mean.
Smart man. Cross my palms with silver, and I shall tell you your future.
Oh, one
Read
silver.
Korb's future too.
Is
How are you doing
one
such a
silver
good
per-
imitation of Scott's next door
He's
neighbor?
gonna walk over and stand next to the lizard folk, expecting his fortune.
Now, I don't know about one silver per
wait,
reading. It seems pretty expensive.
Well, the future becomes brighter with coin.
Make a persuasion check.
As the old proverb goes, what?
Make a persuasion check.
what'd you say, Rick? Oh, okay, cool. 19.
Ooh. He looks over at the other lizard folk. What do you think, Telly? Think he could do a good job reading it? I don't see why not. She reaches into her purse and she pulls out 2 silver. One for each of us, Dan.
Wow. Okay. Ubzikidam will look with obvious surprise that worked, and then sort of right himself and be like, "Bless," and will do pack a cushion and sit himself down on it, and then realize that he's not quite high enough, so we'll just get onto the table, and sit on the cushion, and he'll be like,
First, feathered one. 3 cards. It's a queen, and that means good things in your future. Many good things. You will be crowned, or maybe not. But signs point to yes.
he'll throw it on the table.
Next card. Metropolis Bright. It's a flying creature. It's the ferry. The ferry, like the one we're going towards. Sea ferry.
Did you
The wings.
just grab
Yes.
a bunch of cards
Well.
around your apartment?
Metro. What the fuck's this? It's not supposed to be in there. Electrons. Rainstorm. Lightning, thunder. The rain is coming. You must seek shelter.
And he'll sort of throw those across the table, and then make no attempt to pick them back up and begin shuffling again and go, "Who's next?"
Oh well, you know what? You could keep the silver. I think that did for both of us there. That was a 2-for-1 deal.
Okay. Look, Korb, you get 1 card. Rich Rubino miniature painting.
Is that what
A terrible, terrible fate. A terrible fate.
Oh.
I don't know how that one got in there.
Every time you reference him, Rich Rubino gets a new guitar.
He grows one more hair in his goatee.
Yes.
I think you're gonna get smaller, Corb.
Alright, Corb is going to look super shocked and disappointed.
You will get
I think
horrible
you'd be
food
like-
poisoning from the next chicken you eat.
Perhaps you'll get larger.
Oh, okay. And then immediately a grin spreads upon his face. He's contented.
Oh my god.
Your futures are red and nothing is guaranteed.
That's amazing. We told the future twice in one day. I think we might be ahead of schedule on the adventure.
It is impressive. Now,
The ferry.
new friends, how long a ride do you think this will be down to the ferry?
Oh, the ferry stop's only about 6 hours, seven if it's a slow trip away.
Well,
That sounds neat.
I suppose we should settle in then. Thank you for your hospitality.
Oh yeah, absolutely. As long as you don't mind sleeping on the floor, we only got the 2 beds.
This is a nicer floor than I've spent many nights on.
It's all right.
Corb calls one of the beds.
I call the other bed.
No, that's for them, isn't it?
Oh
They
yeah,
should have called it.
he looks. He looks over at Corb, who's probably walking towards one of the beds.
Yeah, he's still got shit on him. He does not smell good.
No.
No, you were in the river. You were in the river.
Yeah, but nonetheless.
Only the
There's
bottom
some
half.
It's just
spots
wet
for
now.
miss.
Oh, you no. See, that was one. Oh, all right then.
Yeah,
Well,
he's just gonna climb in the dude's bed and get really comfy.
Zekidon was going for the same one and just sort of gets crushed underneath Corb.
I mostly meant just to sit and relax there. It's not going to take long enough for you all to have to take a long sleepy. Okay, never mind then.
Corb is already getting sleepy. He's been running.
He looks over.
Fall asleep.
He looks over at the other lizard folk. We're gonna have to get a new bed the next time we go into town. I'm not sleeping on that thing ever again.
Never got why all you big folk like beds. I don't get it. Always preferred my rock. I keep it over a nice warm spot. Some people tell me it's dangerous. I think it's good. Just put a fire under the rock.
You hear, "You sleep on rocks too?" from the other
Yep.
side of the boat, and you can see a very similarly sized but pitch white lizard folk. No feathers, just it looks like just scaled skin, except a massive purple gem kind of stuck in the forehead as she gets up and starts walking towards you. I also sleep on rock.
Really? I call mine smooth rock, and I like I said, I put the fire under it, keeps it warm.
So you sleep on warm rocks?
Yep.
Oh,
How about you?
this is Maul. Sorry, she say a lot of weird things, but we just we like to keep her around because she make the weather stay nice for the fish.
That's neat. I'm old. I'm Iskold. I'm here because I'm old.
Hello, Iskold. I'm here because I'm magic.
That's neat. Me too. My new gods gave me magic. My old gods used to give me magic, but I like the new ones better because they gave me more.
And it's just sort of like scrabbling over Corb's body, and like words are coming out, but you can't understand them.
I should let me go manage that. Telly, you make sure these people have some fine food. Something I gotta get these people off, and he just goes into the into the house to try and get you off his bed.
Good luck.
Telly,
What?
you guys
usually-
want any food?
Sure, I've gone through a bit of my jerky today.
I'm okay.
Corb is suddenly going to wake up. He's just gonna shoot upright
I vomit.
and then wander over.
I'm okay. I think I ate yesterday. That's good enough.
Corb is just gonna stand there and staring at him, waiting to be fed.
Oh yeah, we can get you some good old fish, and we got a little bit of crab. That's about it.
Never understood why people need to eat more than once a week. We never did when we was kids.
Fish and crab.
I'll do it just fine.
He's gonna start clapping and salivating at the mere thought.
Well, it'd be good to get back into the house. It looks like it's about to start raining. But for right now, we can get you some food. You could take a nice little rest there.
Yeah.
Just as she does, another strike of thunder, or another flash of lightning and strike of thunder go off in the distance. And the darkened skies get a little bit darker.
The Electabuzz card. It was written.
I think that's my new gods. They're telling me I'm taking too long. We gotta go. Let's go, boat. And I kind of like tap the side of the boat with my foot like you would like a horse.
Make a perception check.
10.
Doesn't look like it's going faster.
What is the poorly behaved boat? But alright.
So cute.
But with a 10, you do notice that as Maw is looking at you, just kind of nice and innocent, one of her eyes, not both, but one of her eyes begins to fog over kind of reddish purple and then go back to normal.
That's weird.
What's weird?
Your eyes, they do weird things. That's weird.
Who are you?
Oh, me. I'm Miss Gold. I'm here because I'm old.
I'm Maw.
I'm Ward.
That's neat. You control the weather.
How did you know that?
That's what they said.
Ubzikidam is suddenly standing with all of them, and he just looks up at her and goes,
Do they speak to you too?
Do you hear the voices?
Yes, I hear the voices.
There are so
Hear them
many.
right now.
Corb hears a voice.
So many voices. What do they tell you?
They
I
tell
speak
me
to the new gods.
you speak to them too?
Well, I speak to
I
the new
speak to them
gods.
too.
What I did a few times. They were real nice. They stopped in my town, saved all our lives, helped us make a new town. Got all these gobos now. It's real nice. They're neat.
Ubzikidam looks at you with just like horror in his eyes. Iskaldin goes, "These are no gods! No gods!"
Maybe your voices and my voices is different voices.
Let us hope, Elder.
It's always the same voices for me.
What do they say? What do they say?
They tell me that it'll be alright. My body is no longer mine, it's theirs.
Mine just sort of whisper and tell me to kill things.
That's neat.
That one sounds horrible.
Yeah, I don't like it that much.
Well, I think there was some mention of food.
Oh yes, Talia's probably getting the fish and the crab. There's many crabs.
That's neat.
Mm,
Crabs
That's
are fun.
wonderful. I don't know that I've ever had. What do they look like?
Crabs? She does the same thing. Clicking and clacking of just fingers on thumbs and hunched shoulders.
And they taste good when they do that?
Oh no, you don't want them to do that in your mouth.
Okay, I suppose I'll just wait and see.
Just as you say that, she comes out with a large platter of it looks like 4 fish and like a few crabs that have been shelled and opened, and just kind of puts them on the table that was brought out earlier. Sorry, there's not much that I can do. This is about it. But I hope you have a good meal and a nice little relax ride down the river there.
Yeah, that's nice. It's gonna be fun.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I'm
You're
gonna
the
go talk
first
to the
on
new
our whole
gods.
journey to show us any kindness.
Have you been on your journey long?
Korb is already devouring his meal.
Silence on mute.
Oh, well, I'd say it's been a while now. And he'll see if he can grab one of the fish before Korb gets to it.
Would Korg let him, or would Korb let him?
Korb is too focused on the food he has in his hand right now to notice if he
Okay.
takes them.
Zikidam drops all pretenses of majesty and goes fucking ham on it. It's just kind of like that, like in Fantastic Mr. Fox, you know, where
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they like, you know, fuck the napkin in and then just go fucking crazy on it, just like that.
Oh, man.
All of you, if you'd like, you can take a short rest
Yay.
Awesome.
Oh, great.
as you all eat, and
I will spend a D8.
an hour or so
Oh, yeah,
passes
definitely.
as you all drift downriver on this nice houseboat with these nice guests.
Now, after we're done eating, Wordy would like to get up and try and get everyone's attention. He'd say, now, you three have been some of the most gracious hosts I've ever experienced. I'm very sorry about us coming in here and eating your food and doing whatever those two did to your bed without any form of repayment. But, well, there is a little ditty I was cooking up for a show tonight. And since it doesn't look like I'll be able to do that, I'd be more than happy to show y'all what I had in mind.
Oh, you mean a little entertainment there?
Well, it's something small when y'all finish eating.
I'd be all for a dinner and a show if that's what you mean. Just give me a moment. And you see him walk up to the door, and the music that you've been hearing, this like slight music that you've all been hearing, you see him pull a little lever on the door, and it looks like a hanging either ukulele or lute, just a small stringed instrument. Looks like it was self-playing with some kind of mechanic up to it. He pulls a lever on it, and it stops, and he closes the door again. Yeah, if you are talking about music there, then I'm more than welcome to listen to some new stuff.
What's this guy's name again?
Zeke.
Yeah, Zeke. Well, Mr. Zeke, if you would like to take that down off that wall there, I'd be more than happy to harmonize.
Oh, no, no one can play that one. That's more of a... I got it at a hobby shop in one of the towns down south there. Plays itself.
Well, I see the house plates it.
Yeah, that's right, that's right.
Convenient. Well, I suppose here we go then. And he'll take out his lute and screw back on the coconut on the bottom. And he'll pluck 2 or 3 hairs out of his head and string them along it. And start strumming it with his big goblin nails, and goes kind of chung chicka chung chicka chung chicka chung chicka chung chicka chung chicka chung chicka. And he closes his eyes and goes. Now I'm a gobbo through and through, just like every one of you. But I don't think that it's too fair that you and me have to clean Bog's hair and carve up extra piles of kibble just for some old fool named Cribble who hangs around with that bat Yaba, who somehow somewhere got the gall to try and make us all a part of Xandrakal so that we can all pay more dues that none of us have consented to. Now I don't know too much about you, but I do know something about me, and I'd much rather have my work go to help right here in Guts Glory. Now if we start working as a group instead of fattening up these old coots, I think we could be the biggest village in the whole damn Steel Tooth. And he'll kind of finish with a little flourish, and the coconut will spin off the bottom of his lute again, exposing the handle of his rapier. He'll kind of stand and hold up his arms.
That was
awaiting
awesome.
applause.
I fucking love it.
That was
Yeah,
nice. I like that. That was really good.
Zikidam like thoroughly applauds. He's like, yes, good.
It's
Korb
Great
liked
entertaining.
it. Korb liked the song.
That was a fun time. I didn't understand most of the concepts, but it sounded
Very
really good.
political.
Well, that's all right. Come see me
Finger
tomorrow night at
pointing
the
music.
You can...
Like I said, I think I have to die on the journey, or else you won't learn a lesson. But okay.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds about right.
clapping also from Zeke and Telly. They seem very, very entertained by it. Wide smiles for the first time since the bed has been disgraced.
I hope that could consist of some sort of repayment for our damages to your home.
I will think of that as a payment indeed. It was very nice to hear some new stuff. Just as everyone stops the applause and kind of goes back to normal, Ma, she stands up and just looks at everyone. They say it's time. And Iskald, you see a very similar effect happen, but this time with both of her eyes. As both of her eyes cloud over and turn into a purpley red, and her body just drops as her mouth and jaw open wide, and a little bit of black smoke pours out and into the atmosphere and just disperses. All of you start to hear rumbling thunder, and it begins to rain.
Does like Iskald in his 40 years of various gods recognize anything like this? Is this it?
You can make a religion check, but Zeke and Telly look horrified and look over at you guys. Oh,
Is this not normal?
This never happened to her before.
You give her a couple minutes, splash water. It's happened to me before.
Maybe I should
She
get
had
some
some
water?
smoke inside
22?
her.
What'd you get?
22?
22. The only thing you can think of is you remember a very long time ago, back in the underground, when you met the gods themselves, when you met them in the flesh, they were chasing some kind of smoke demon that would affect things around them, but it doesn't seem... It didn't look like that, and it didn't have those abilities.
Well, I guess she was a storm the whole time, not a lizard. Very surprising. It's been an interesting day. She should be okay though. Don't worry, I got this. And I just go and I begin to like check her pulse and make sure she's good and like kind of shake her.
Make
So
it
wake
He's
her
just
up.
like reclining there. He's like, yeah, it happens all the time. You know, I recommend some kind of better for sort of mental fortitude, buddy. You give her 30, 40 minutes. If
Right. I don't think that we have any kind of medicine on board. What's your Mr. Cleric person is called? What's your reading on her at this moment?
Well, she might be dying, but don't worry. I cast a spell to make sure she won't know. Other than that, I think she's fine.
Make a medical check or medicine.
I got a 6,
She-
and then I just cast Spare the Dying.
Yep, she's alive. There is a pulse.
Don't worry, she's fine. See this all the time.
All of you make perception checks with disadvantage, as the rain that was a little bit light and pitter-patter on the
Oh shit!
deck begins to shift into a
5.
pouring rain.
20.
With this.
Oh!
Got a 17 and a 19.
Oh man, that
These
was
guys are doing
Cheating
great
right now.
that is 14.
It's because I let them recharge. I haven't used these dice in over a month.
I'd say only Iskald. As the rain begins to pick up, all of you can feel the ship lurch as the river starts to take it. The force of the water begins to push all of you downstream faster and faster, and it's kind of hard to maintain your balance on the ship while everything is happening. But Iskald, you notice that the sky above begins to turn, just above you all, begins to turn a very similar purple as the eyes of Maul. It's a very light tint, but as it darkens and as the clouds come in and as the lightning strikes and the wind starts to blow, it's kind of the same color as her eyes, and it begins to become a little too heavy with rain to see too far. You can only see about 20 or 30 feet ahead of you. The rain is pouring into the river as the river splashes up. What was just a calm river becomes a white water rapids down wherever you're headed. Rocks and stones begin to show themselves through, and the ship begins to list back and forth. Everyone make dexterity saving throws as the bow of the ship begins to turn and shift and jut inward and outward of the river.
10.
Crap. That is a 14.
That's a 6.
Oh,
Blum, 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 blum.
Um,
we all succeed or we all fail.
I got an 18, and I will use Thaumaturgy as well to slam all the doors and windows shut.
all the doors and windows that were open and hanging start to slam shut all around this house. Only Iskald and Korb, you two kind of lose your balance a little bit too much, slip on the now wet deck of the ship, and begin to roll back all the way towards the stern of the ship.
It's fine. Don't worry. This is meant to happen. Thought it would happen later. Like maybe at the end. Maybe on the return trip home.
He says, rolling like a barrel back to the ship. Zeke and Telly begin to look at you guys. You think everybody batten down into the inside of the house. We ain't never seen no weather like this before.
Can we try and grab the other two and stop them from rolling around too much?
Yeah, you can make a dex check to see if you can grab them fast enough.
Okay, that's a dex check.
Yeah, just a straight check.
Alright, that's an 18.
Which one are you going for?
I don't think he's strong enough to pick up Korb. So he's going to try to just grab his skull and see if he can get him to stop rolling around.
You do. You grab him just as he's about to pass the midpoint of the boat.
Thank you, new gods. Guess you've decided what's the time yet?
Come on now, friend. We still need you.
However, Korb is still barreling to the back of the ship.
Bye, Korb.
Okay. Can I try to... He has a loincloth, right? That's like clothing.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
I think that's his only...
So can I try to use Mage Hand to snag the rope that holds the loincloth on and kind of pull it to snag on like a rope or something?
You're playing a dangerous game, my friend.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Oh, okay, cool. 20.
20. You... Korb, what is this loincloth made of?
It is made of the skin of a rat. And several rats' tails are just tied together and dried in a little circle.
Okay.
To form its,
It's a rat pelt.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
Then I'd say it would, since
It's little to be imagined.
yeah, since it's more so leather than anything else, I'd say yeah. It does snag onto a part of the ship that it doesn't break.
It's name brand too.
It's
Dicks! They're very stylish.
Korb, you are now snagged onto the side of part of this, like a hook that holds on part of the rope that holds a lot of this ship together. You are, however, prone and lying in the pouring rain on the boat. All of you in the middle of the pouring rain. Everyone who's still outside, which I think is everybody right now, except Zeke and Telly, who have rushed in.
Hey, can we drag Iskald inside?
Yes.
Hey, cool. Looks like the gods saved you too. It's great.
Everybody who is still outside, make a dexterity saving throw. As you start to hear of crashing lightning.
18.
Am I drug inside, or am I outside?
That's a 10, a flat 10.
Yeah, does Wardy manage to get Iskald inside or no?
I'd say with this dex save you could see.
I got a 10. Again.
Dex save. That is... I should fucking have this written down, goddamn. That is a 16.
Okay, so both of you, it would cancel out. Yes, you do get him just inside.
Okay.
However, what was Oopsies?
18.
You also get just inside before anything foul happens as you all look back, and everywhere you were kind of standing, plus a few other spots, all around Maw herself are struck with lightning from the sky, including the spot where Korb is. Korb, just next to you, kind of, it blinds you with the light. You take you take 10 points of lightning damage as you are struck, and like part of your skin is kind of charred a little bit. But you are lying on the ground in the pouring rain, stuck to this hook.
Yeah, he's going to bellow even louder than the lightning as it hits him.
I survived because the fire inside of me. Okay, so Korb got hit by lightning. Everyone else made it.
Yes, everyone else is inside.
Okay.
You can feel the ship.
You out.
Good.
No, I just screamed, "Get in here, you oaf!" to Korb.
Oh.
Got very
Okay.
little of that.
Only upon being told this does he realize that's the safest course of action, and he'll waddle into the house.
As you guys all waddle into the house, you can feel the ship being forced side to side and making contact with a lot of rocks. You can see it's not one of those ships that like there's an undercarriage to it. There is, but it's hollow and it's just used for movement. But you can feel rocks going through the hull at certain points. You can feel yourselves getting a little bit lower into the water.
Can you go underneath at all, like storage or anything?
That's all it really is. It's like 2 feet wide. So for you guys,
good.
you could actually walk around probably down there.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'll fix it. I'm real good at this. I fix things all the time. Look, I made this. I made this too. And I show them my robe and my shield. I'm real good at making things. I bought this though. It's real neat. And I go under, and every time I see something break the hull, I just go, "Don't worry, I'll fix that." And I start mending little patches.
Okay.
That's a little water.
He says it every time.
To himself, no one else is down there. Zeke kind of like grabs you by your shoulder before you go down. I don't think it's safe to go down there during all
It's
this.
fine.
And he's kind of interrupted by a jutting of the hull of the ship.
It's fine. The new god said I get to live through this day. Very pleased. I go down.
You have a lot of faith in your gods there.
The real strong
funny.
saved my village. Got us out of a worm. We used to live there. It was real gross. Melted a lot of stuff.
It's
The
called.
whole backstory.
I'm gonna say, make an Arcana check to see how many of these and in how much of a good time you can fix.
I'm
How
the best at
messed up
this.
is the boat getting?
Got a natural 1. Don't worry, I got this one.
Can I give him the help action?
There's more than 2.
And at all the spots he's missing, raise a cross to like freeze the water and to fill the cracks
I would say yeah, you can try that. Take
as like a
advantage.
help action, so he can roll again.
Yeah, take advantage.
Korg is going to try to hold his hands over the water and plug up holes with his fingers.
said Arcana,
And
right?
Dude,
Yes.
spots keep going. He's like, "Oh!" and tries to plug that one too. But then when he pulls his finger out, the last one starts going. He gets very flustered.
With the advantage and Arcana, it is a 20 because I am proficient in that.
Yeah, over the next like 10-15 minutes being shoved down this river. All of you working together, especially Korb, either mend or plug holes with ice as like pinball. This ship juts down the river, hitting almost every stone and rock it can. Eventually,
God.
about a half hour after all this happens, no one is on the deck of the ship. However, it begins to lighten up. The storm seems to start to settle. All of you are a little bit worse for wear, just soaked to the bone. But Zeke goes outside onto the deck, looks out, and it seems that the waters have kind of calmed. The rain is a little bit just sprinkling at the moment. It's not super heavy, and the clouds have kind of gone less gray. The wind has died down, and you can kind of see about a mile or so off the outlet of where the river delta goes into the sea. And he calls into the little hatch and into the house itself. I think we got here in a little bit more time than we expected. About a couple hours early because of that.
Look,
You're all safe to come up now.
I know it. We did it right the first time. We added a whole bunch more feet. Got here even faster. It's a good plan. Proud of all of you. Teamwork. That was the name of the game there. We did it.
Well,
So I think you should probably dump the body.
No, she's fine. She's alive. I made sure.
You all look onto the deck of the ship, and there's no body out there.
Oh, that's
Oh,
sad.
good, it's already done.
Sorry, new god.
yeah.
I didn't realize that my life meant I had to sacrifice another.
Make
First, I
a
took a man's
religion
off.
check. Make a religion check. Scott.
It's a 15 plus 5, 20.
20? Okay. Good to know.
Yes.
Zeke just kind of saunters out to the deck. I mean, Maul was pretty nice. It's sad to lose her.
She seemed real neat. She also liked to sleep on rocks. I appreciate that. Good taste, good character. Sad I accidentally killed her. Didn't mean to do that.
I did foresee this, of course, but
It's okay. And Korg will pat him on his head. Like, Korg do it all the time.
Really? But you seem like a good guy. So I guess it's not that big a deal.
Yeah, you just have to move on.
That's a good plan.
Well.
We do have to get going.
It's not that big a deal to us, but she was a friend of these fine folks. She important to.
oh, emphasis on was. I mean, she had the.
So, what was it that you all had to go down to the ferry station for?
Well, we found the big water. Is this the ferry?
Oh, you can actually see it just down there. And he points off into the distance. And about, like, it's... The river kind of levels out from here. There's no more, like, turns and twists in it. It's kind of just a straight shot, and you can see the distance, the horizon opens up, and you can kind of see where another, very far off, like miles away, where another river kind of opens up into this from the delta. But you can also see about a mile away, in the fog and in the distance. It doesn't look like there's a storm anymore that far away, but you can see some kind of civilization.
Well, we gotta go on that boat. I have to put a note on it. And then we have to go to Korbtown Island. I think that's what it was called. Maybe it was Crisscross Island. Maybe it was like...
Or sounds correct,
Yeah, that
Elder.
sounds right.
It sounds correct.
Oh,
It
you're
was
talking
Big
about the
Water Island.
talking about the Crozet Isles?
No, you fool! We have to cross the big water.
Yep, we gotta go to the Bird Island. We gotta go there. And then I gotta give someone a note. Then we have to come back. But oh, wait. I just noticed. All three of you did your thing. I'm very proud of you. You lifted something big. And you told the future a bunch of times. And you played a song. We've had a real adventure already. I don't really know. We're almost there then. That's 3 of the 4 things.
Korg
That
likes
means
the
that it's
part where
basically
they lifted
over.
the tree.
Very proud of you.
Well, I suppose that's a good sign.
It's actually very nice.
Very welcome. I choose my team well. I mean, I mostly just look for everybody to fill the positions from on the book. But, alright, let's go. Just gotta deliver the letter. And then I've gotta die on the way home.
every time Skald mentions that, Ordy just kind of shakes his head. But he'll pack up his loot and all his stuff and get ready to depart and say, Thank you kindly, folks. I'm very sorry about your friend once again.
No, that's very kind of you. She'll be missed. But Wardy, why don't you and he walks over to the door and picks up what has fallen on the ground, that self-playing lute, and walks back over to you. Why don't you take this with you, see what you can do with it in the future? I'd like to see some new music come out of it.
Oh man. Well, I'd be honored. Are you sure? You folks have already lost a lot today. I'd hate to take your entertainment as well.
Oh, no, that's fine, We'll just dock up down there by the port and have this baby fixed up in a few days. We'll get a new set of instruments for that.
If you ever meet my new gods, tell them I said hi. The names are Poppy, and there's a big middleman, and I forget the other two names. And if you see them, could you tell them there's too many for me to remember?
Sure, if I meet the gods, I'll tell them that you said hello.
Yep, they're real nice. They travel around. They help people. They're real good gods.
Did you hear that, Telly? If we meet the gods, we tell them this little kobold here said hi. Yeah, no, I heard him. We will do that for sure.
All right. Well, you have a good day. And I go to walk off the boat and just probably trip off the water.
Still sailing down the river. How far out did he get? Hold on. Okay. All right, the nets will get him.
Saved again.
Scott, make a dex check, or
16.
or if you want to add,
it's the same thing. It doesn't matter.
I was gonna say if you want to add your athletics or,
well, that's lower. That's a 0.
Okay.
It's a 16 though.
Oops. You do manage to snag yourself onto the net that's kind of there out in the water to catch fish. So you don't float away into the distance, but you are now being towed by a ship.
Yeah. So where are we exactly? Are we just near? We're just in the open water near this port town.
No, you are actually. So on the map, you are currently at the bottom of the delta.
We have a
Did
map.
you drop the map in here?
Where's a map? Okay. Map.
He sent it in the group chat.
Oh, in the group chat.
Yes.
Oh no, the fuck.
I can send it here if you want.
Oh, sure.
Put it in the map so we can really be confused.
We're in the Steeltooth Delta, and we're going to what's the island we're going to again?
I'll put it in Misk's images.
Oh, I see.
Crozeth Isle?
Yes, you're going to the Crozeth Isles.
That's a ways away. We gotta take quite a boat journey.
It is a 10-hour boat journey, a 10-hour ferry journey. But it's a straight shot.
Where's the delta?
Just above the Crozeth Isles. You can see the delta.
We're right there. Okay.
You're on the most eastern part of the delta.
And which island are we going to again?
Just straight down.
Uh-huh. Okay. Alright, great. So, I suppose we'll leave you here, friends.
It's about a good half-mile away at this point, but over the next 20 minutes you guys do, unless Iskald stays caught in the net or doesn't want to get back onto the ship just yet.
Yeah, unless somebody makes me come up, I think eventually I just make a little floaty ring using Ray of Frost around me with little floaty arms. I'll just go with it.
Okay.
This is nice. Another new adventure. It's been a very exciting day.
Elder, are you coming back up?
I don't think I can make the climb. I'll be fine.
I can help you if you want.
If you want. Do you need me?
You're our leader.
That's true. I am the oldest. Guess I should be on the boat. Without me, it might get lost.
You
I will
can,
attempt to
true.
clamber back up on the boat.
yeah, you can with his help. There's no problem. He'll just reach down and help you back up. So at no point anymore are you drowning or being dragged by the ship. You're not being keel-hauled anymore. And over the next 20 or so minutes,
I didn't even see you were down there. I'm sorry.
you get to the bank of the ship, or the bank of the river.
Yeah. Okay,
Well,
great.
it's been a lot of fun. Good hanging out with all of you. I'm really sorry I killed your friend.
Well, we're all going to the ferry.
I was talking to the big people.
Oh, right.
Oh yeah. You be safe now. It's still a little while, nice little walk down that road there. The rain had made it muddy and the sky is still dark a little bit. You be careful now, you little folk.
That's true. I'm very small. I see good in the dark, though. See pretty good.
Korb is not a little folk.
No, you a big little folk. You got some power behind you. I can see that.
Mm-hmm. Give Korb another fish. He's gonna hold his hand out.
Yeah, no, you're right. As a parting gift, and thank you for helping me plug these holes in my ship. I got you.
No, that's all right. See,
No,
here.
it's fine. I'll give him another fish, and he just walks over, gives you a kind of small fish, plops in your hand.
Right. He's not gonna say thank you or anything. He's just gonna take it and briskly waddle away.
Well, it's been fun. And I will just also start waddling beside Korb.
As you're walking away,
I'll climb back up on Korb.
you hear Zeke yell out, hope you have a fine end to your journey there. And he starts hitching the boat to the dock.
Okay. Everyone, now that we're on our way, we all have our 1 silver pieces, right?
Oh,
I have 3.
But we only needed 1. Why did you bring 3?
I told fortune. They crossed my palms with silver.
That's fair. That makes sense to me. I get it.
I'm
think
gonna
you
roll
still
a
only
dice.
need to give them 1.
See if Korb lost his silver or not.
Okay,
Okay, that's a natural 1.
I was about to say 10 or lower, yeah.
Behind and goes somewhere. And so Korb's gonna feel around his belt, and then he's going to let out a mournful bellow. He's like, "Someone took my silver!"
There, Corb. I'll pay for you.
All
That's
right.
nice. I guess it makes sense. He's your horse. I keep
He
going.
is. Onward, steed.
we all ready to go then?
5 minutes walking down the road.
Oh, Rick, what's the deal with this new loot, sir?
What?
With the new loot?
Oh, it's a self-playing lute. It plays one song, and it
Can you
goes
upload
on.
more songs for it, or is it just the one?
You can. It's like self-playing piano. You can put new cylinders into it and have it do a different song. But it's
you can, okay.
It's 10 rounds or 1 minute of song.
Okay. Alright, great. He doesn't really get how an actual loot works, let alone a mechanical one, so he'll just put it in his pack for now and keep his hair banjo.
It's all mechanical too. There's nothing magical about it.
Okay, cool.
But over the next 5 minutes walking down this long dirt road that turns into stone eventually, you can see it looks like there's a not so much a village or even it's smaller than your establishment. There's only like 5 buildings, one of which is pretty big. A wooden building looks kind of like a barn that is directly connected to the sea itself, and you can see through a lot of these big open wooden doors. It looks like the entire side of this thing is just open to the elements, and you can actually see boats moving in and out of this large warehouse-like establishment. Some people, it looks like this whole place is kind of not so active. Everybody make perception checks.
I will
Natural
make
1.
this time.
Ooh.
That was good.
I got a 16.
That's
I
a
rolled
non-natural
3 natural ones on perception checks.
There you go.
Proud of you.
Yeah, I'm doing great.
So not Iskald and not Oopsie. The other two of you, you notice that it's kind of dead here. It's still raining a little bit, but not a lot. Not enough to warrant no one walking around, especially no one walking around in a very active ferry station.
Mm.
And the people you do see they have their hood up, their cloaks are pulled tight, kind of like it's cold, but it's not. It's a humid rain. And then you see stepping out of the ferry station a figure, looking over at all of you, pulls down their cloak, and you see the very familiar face of Hagen Wright.
Oh.
And you can hear him through the rain. You took my fucking hand.
Well, look, it's our friend. I made sure you didn't die. Sorry about that.
Well, friend, we were just trying to get to the same place we're trying to get now.
We would like... Oh, it's you!
Are you the ferryman?
Oh, it's ferry! I thought we were going on ferry! Stupid con, stupid!
I don't think you have to pay ferries. I think they take your name or your soul or something.
That sounds about right to me. That sounds right.
Alright, Korg will suddenly realize what's going on and turn to the others and point to Hagen. He's like, "We saw that man by the tree!"
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to evaporate your arm. I just thought, maybe it put you to sleep for a minute. Never done it that way before. Really my bad. If I meet my gods, I'll ask them to put it back.
You took my arm, and then you caused a stampede that took half my men, and the rest of them died afterwards.
You got carried away in that stampede too?
We're gonna make you meet the ferryman, alright. But not the one you think.
Wait. I have an offer.
Oh, I see.
I have an
He's
offer.
referring to the literary device.
I think you should run away. And I'm gonna cast command on him.
Oh, okay. It looks like he's
Awesome.
just about to snap his fingers above his head.
It's a DC 13.
Okay. He get a 12 plus 2.
Oh,
Damn you, Ricky.
I know. So
Dang.
I wanted that to work so bad, Scott. He just kind of gives
That's the
you
second DC.
a face.
That's what I want.
You think I should what?
Run away? Because we're friends? Because I didn't kill you before?
Right.
I could have. Ask your buddy if he's not dead. I cast a spell, made you not dead.
The one next to him that you remember seeing perfectly fine now has an eye patch and a very noticeable bandage around the neck and shoulder.
Why do they want to play this?
That's
It's
him.
been 6 hours.
Carried you away.
You guys are fast!
We had the worst day because of you lot.
So did we. Made a friend. Then they died in the storm. Because my new gods took them instead of me.
Get ready for another storm. Everybody roll initiative.
Yeah.
So there's just the two of them?
No, there's 2 and 3 people behind him.
Oh.
It seems to
Hey,
be the
that's
only
better.
surviving members of his crew.
Jesus.
It's gonna
Alright,
be
that
like
was
the
a lot.
bandits in Critical Role. Dude, I fucking love Scott, what's your character's name again?
It's called.
Is called. He just always has an. He's so wise.
So
I like-
25 to 20. Get Scott?
I was just trying to think of how would a kobold be wise because he has really high intelligence and wisdom, but I still wanted to be a kobold.
We're a lot friendlier than these people.
Yep.
Well,
We're just
don't say
trying to
we.
do our thing.
Yeah,
A few of us are.
25 to 20? Okay.
Oh, that's 16. Sorry,
Well, that's 20 to 15. So, 20 to 15.
16.
14.
Iskold and Oopsie.
Numbers are hard.
15 to 10.
I got
I got 10.
11.
Iskold, Oopsie, Korb,
And I got a 10.
and Wardy.
They're definitely going first again.
Yeah, unfortunately, top of the round, then again.
Mm.
Hagen is going to rush Oopsie.
Oh, fuck.
This is for last time, you motherfucker.
Not me, because I took his arm.
Yeah.
Not me,
Oh,
because I
it's-
bonked him really hard.
No, it was Iskold. I meant Iskold. Jesus, my bad. He's going to rush Iskold.
Thanks, Scott.
Make 2 attack. I mean, I was going to do the stuff on
Yeah.
Scott anyway, and be like, wait, Rory, why are you taking damage? Make 2 attacks on you. Oh no. First one's a natural 20.
No!
Second one is a 7.
That one doesn't hit.
The first one, however, okay. 8. You take 8 slashing damage. I rolled very
That
low.
hurts. Real bad.
Uh,
That stings.
as his first slice slams into you, and you can feel it almost hit bone.
Ow, ow, ow.
Why is this not playing? There we go.
Oh, I haven't been listening to the music this whole time.
If you feel it almost hit bone, the second one, he kind of slips on the cobblestone that's still kind of wet from the rain, and he doesn't hit you. His 3 friends, 2 of them are going to hang back, load crossbows, and the other one's going to rush forward towards Korb.
Man, you guys are idiots. They never have their crossbows loaded.
I know, right? I know. And he's going to make 2 attacks on you. Okay, both are 10 and 11.
Nuh-uh.
Just slamming against your blubber. It does nothing. He's just slamming his club against you. Does absolutely nothing.
Korg is just going to, as he slices at him, he's just going to kind of bellow in dismay and just easily swat aside the blade each time it comes at him with his strength.
That's their turn. There we go. Iskold.
We're all like all 4 of us small folk are kind of like in a tight group, right?
I'd say yeah, you're within at least a 5-foot gap of each other.
Okay. So I'm a kobold, so I have pack tactics, and I look up at the Hagen, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't want it to come to this, mate. And I'm gonna do inflict wounds at 2nd level again.
Oh god!
Oh my god.
That's an 18.
18 hits.
Oh, he's so brutal.
That's a 28 points of necrotic damage.
Oh my god.
He kind of
jump and touch.
Yeah, this time kind of reactionary, like with his boot, like holds it up to you, almost like when someone sees a spider and they're afraid for their life, they just kind of as you reach forward, and through his boot you can see like the bottom of his boot start to decay and rot away, and you see a little bit of it take hold on his foot.
I'm sorry. I don't want to fight, but you started it.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Oopsie.
Okay, Oopzikidam. Will, let me just check a range on something real quick.
Okay. Man, inflict wounds.
Yeah.
It's a disgusting
Level 3.
spell.
It's the new fireball.
Well, because it's D10s. It's 3 D10s at level 1.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And so at level 2, it's 4.
As Ulysses, I used to spam that shit.
Wretch is gonna spam
Yeah,
it.
it's a great damage.
Okay. I will, I will turn and look at, like, the person with the eye patch behind him, and
The voices. Do you hear them too?
and you see the 3 gems, the turban begins to writhe a little bit, just slightly, and I will reach my hand out and cast on.
What did you cast?
Yeah, what'd you cast?
Hex.
Okay.
Wait, what'd you cast?
Cast
Hex?
on one of the ones
Hex.
that have the crossbow, you said?
No, the eye patched one.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
okay.
God.
And then I will. Yeah, then I will. Yeah, then I will just cast a ray of frost.
Which one? Same one?
Yeah, the same one.
Cool.
That is a 13 to hit.
13 just hits.
Awesome. So he takes 10 points or 7 points of frost damage and 3 points of necrotic.
Okay.
As Oobsy, this like sort of dark, stormy, kind of snowy cloud above his rod, and he reaches his hand into this like beam of energy. He's like, and shoots that forward, and then I will like run backwards 30 feet.
Yeah.
Hello? Did I like cut out?
No, you're good.
No, there's a scary music sting.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
music.
And yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. You can see parts of this, like, the flesh start to turn purple and black as the ray of frost takes hold on him. I believe next is Korb.
Okay, Korb is going to fly into a rage at some annoying human trying to whack him, and he will whack back.
Whack, whack.
It's not a very good attack, though. That'll be a 13.
13 just hits.
Excellent. Okay, with his maul, he'll do 2d6 of damage, which is 9, plus his strength modifier 3, so 12 damage.
Oof.
And I'll also do Fury of the Small to add an additional 3.
Awesome.
So 15.
Yeah, in response to this annoying human trying to smack him, he just lets out a very annoyed grunt, and with one massive wallop, just slams his hammer directly down on his shoulders and head.
Ooh.
Is that the one that I hit?
No, you hit the one with the eye patch. He's a
Oh,
little
okay.
farther back. But the one that with the club that's currently swinging at at Korb is immediately like one of his legs is immediately crippled as he falls prone onto the ground. He looks like he's in intense pain as he screams out, "Oh gee, what did you do?" As his leg kind of looks a little bit broken to the side.
All bad, mate. Didn't mean to do that. I could fix it after the fight.
Is that your turn?
I did need to do it.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's it.
Wardy.
Okay. I think I'm gonna do the same thing again because I really want it to work. So, as a bonus action, Wardy's gonna peek out from behind the crowd of the three guys in front of him and look at how many people are there in the back who aren't in the fray yet.
Altogether, there's only 4 people, including Hagen. There's 2 people not really in the back, but like farther back, and one
So
is
there's
right
Hagen,
up on Korb.
Eye patch guy, who just got hexed,
Yes.
and one other crossbowman and one other club guy.
Yes.
Okay. So I will look at the not eye patched crossbow guy and say, "You know what happened to your friends earlier?" You want it to happen to you too, and I will again put unsettling words on him, and then reach out again with the same glow in my eyes and try to cast Crown of Madness.
Ooh, okay. Oh no. 10 altogether.
Alright, so regardless of the d6, yeah, that's down to an 8, but he fails.
Yeah, he definitely fails.
Alright, so let me see exactly what the Crown of Madness. Let me see exactly what it says. The charm target must use its action before moving on each of its turns to make a melee attack against a creature other than itself that you mentally choose. Target can act normally on its turn if you choose no creature, or if none are within its reach. On subsequent, okay. So he's right next to the eye patch guy, isn't he?
He's pretty close, yeah. At
All
least
right,
10 feet.
I'll once I see that the spell worked, I'll turn and point at eye patch guy.
You guys see, does for your spell at least, does anything happen physically around his head?
Yeah. Just sort of a red crown. It's it's sort of like the insanity symbol from Darkest Dungeon.
Okay.
But opaque, all one color red.
Okay. It just kind of hovers around his head, and you can see his eyes glaze, like kind of just gloss over, and he looks over towards the other guy.
And I will move slightly off to the side, so not necessarily behind all my friends, but I'm not in the middle of the fighting either.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yes, as action, bonus action, and movement.
Top of the round, Hagen, having just been hurt very badly again, is going to attempt to physically, like, punt you away. He is going to... oh, God. Swing back. It's a natural 19. I think that hits.
Yep.
He's going to swing back with his foot. I've been waiting for this, and he swings. Scott, make a strength saving throw.
Ooh.
17.
17. You take 2 points of bludgeoning damage, but also latch yourself onto his ankle as he kicks hard, and you feel it in your gut, but you stay on, and he just holds his leg, kind of shaking it in the air. Get the fuck off my leg!
That's right. We'll all get out. Just me and you.
He's going to attempt to slam you with his other attack into the ground, since he can't kick you away. Does a... That's another natural 19.
Yep, that hits.
I'll use it as a improvised weapon because... There you go. So, 3 damage. 3 bludgeoning damage.
Very hurt. Very hurt.
Since using yourself as a weapon isn't really...
Not nice.
He's just shaking you around.
Yeah. Just slamming into the ground. The other 2... Well, actually, all 3 of them are still alive. The other 3 are going to... 2 of them are going to take attacks with crossbows. Well, no, one of them won't. He won't get to do an attack on you guys. He'll get an attack on his friend, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you chose his other guy. That's a 5 and a 3. The Crown of Madness one does not hit, but the other one notices that he's shooting at him. What the fuck are you doing? You see him kind of like adjust his eye patch, kind of put it on better, aim it over towards Oobsy.
Yep.
And he's going to take 2 shots. Oh no. Highest one was a 12?
Yeah, that misses my regular armor class.
Oh boy. Both of the bolts just
Nice.
shoot past your turban.
Oh, great.
And the one that is...
You've made a terrible mistake this day.
The one that is currently doubled down over on the ground with club in hand is going to take 1 more swing at Korb, or 2 more swings at Korb, just kind of while he's on the ground. Natural 19 for the first one, and oh no, a 7 for the second one.
That first one will go through.
9 points of bludgeoning damage. I rolled pretty good for that one.
Let's have the 5.
And It is half.
Is he raging?
Yep.
Oh wait, that's halved. Yeah.
Yeah, it's half
Shit.
to 5.
Okay, nice. Yeah, he's just going to smack him really hard, and there's like big bumps and bruises appearing on his head, but he's just snorting and grunting so hard he barely even notices.
Awesome.
At one point, the club actually starts to crack over your face as he just kind of pulls it away with the muck and the saliva kind of sticking to it. That's their turn. Iskald.
So Korb is still within 5 feet of me, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm hugging it out isn't really working here, and I'm gonna try and grab his other arm with inflict wounds.
Oh my god, all he does.
That's a 20.
That definitely hits.
Just erasing him.
21.
21 damage.
Fucking hell.
You just grab onto his wrist, and you can see, like, not to the extent as the last one, but it does start to turn black and like, just horrible looking, almost like frostbite. And, like, it looks like he doesn't have much use of it anymore, as it looks like it's been frostbitten for years. As he screams out, "Not again! No!"
Could we stop this now? It hurts a lot. I feel bad.
Is that your turn?
That's my turn. That's all I got.
Oopsie.
Oopsie begins to hear the whispers more than he ever has, and you can see his turban is now just like undulating and like twitching and spasming, and he goes,
The voices! They called to me! I'm...
Rory cut out.
You cut out just as you started screaming.
"Oh, did I cut
Phases
out?"
of
He goes,
existence.
and he
Just
rips
fades
off
away.
his turban, and you see that it wasn't actually a turban, but rather just wrappings and coverings, as his head also extends 6 inches or more upwards. His skin all around there and on the rest of his body becomes like mucusy and gray, and you can see atop his regular eyes, which are now glowing this pale blue too, 3 more big blue glassy eyes going up the length of his head, and just fledgling tentacles and stuff whipping and whirling around just on top of his head as he rips the front of the turban open and screams.
Don't look at me!
Okay, so first thing I will do is quicken spell my cantrip, and I would like to do a mind spike, or no, a mind sliver.
Ooh.
On so this is my bonus action.
You can see the guy with the eye patch.
So
looks
eye
like
patch
horrifying.
man needs to make a intelligence saving throw.
Eye patch guy?
Yeah.
He looks, as soon as you take the turban off, he looks over in like a horrific gaze and almost lowers his crossbow. 18.
18 succeeds. Okay, so nothing from this one. And then I will the eyes will pulse on his head, and he'll just go and like whip his head around. And I will twin spell Tasha's Mind Whip.
Ooh. That's a good
So both one of the crossbow people, I'll pick an uninjured one, and eye patch guy have to make intelligence saving throws.
spell. Okay.
It feels smart.
I'm giving them disadvantage because they're seeing what's going on here and they've met you all before. So the first one, eye patch guy, is a 13.
Failed.
And the one with the Crown of Madness should also just have disadvantage because of the Crown of Madness, so 11.
Yeah, they both fail. So they're both going to take 3d6 damage. Well, Eye Patch Guy will take 4d6.
Oof.
This is psychic damage. Eye Patch Guy takes 11 points, or rather, 8 points of psychic damage and 3 points of necrotic damage. And non-Eye Patch Guy takes 12 points of psychic damage. And both of them, on their next turn, must choose whether it gets a move, an action, or a bonus action. It only gets one of the three.
Well, no.
Jesus.
How do you want to do this to Eye Patch Guy?
Yeah, I just sort of like flip my head forward, and as it does, these two just like bolts of like crackling lightning just shoot out of either of the eyes. And I sort of like, Gah! Just like that, like Cyclops. And I just want to like have the bolt of psychic energy just like push into his brain, and his head just pops.
As soon as it does
like a watermelon.
As it does that, right before his head pops, you hear him or you see him drop to his knees, eyes wide, and you hear him say, "The truth, I see it," and his head.
You've seen the truth. He sees it.
And then I will point 3 fingers to another guy and move my hex as he dies to another one of the, I guess, yeah, anyone else who's uninjured.
Okay. They're all injured at this point, but the one that has...
Okay, so I'll move it to... there were 4 guys, so I'll move it to the one that...
currently 3 now.
3, right. I'll move it to the one that has the Crown of Madden. Oh, no, I'll just move it to the captain.
Okay.
Or the lead guy. That's my turn.
As your turn?
His head's just fucking spazzing out. These tentacles are going crazy. The eyes are looking everywhere.
Korb.
Okay. Korb is very annoyed that this little man is still alive. So he's going to use his frenzied assault to make 2 attacks. And he's just going to smash him twice straight in his broken leg.
Oh, God.
Okay, so that first attack will be a miss. Second one does a 15 hit?
That hits.
Right, 2d6.
Smash him, baby.
That's 6 damage plus 3, so...
Silas, if you're raging, you get +2 bonus to damage.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Okay. So that's a total of 9 damage.
How do you want
11.
to do this to that man?
Woo! Korb is just going to swing his hammer up and down until there's as little of him left as possible. Just like a baby swinging their, like, toy.
Just
going to smash him into meat sauce.
Oh, this horrifying visage that all of you can see as a person that you once saw functioning as a human being is now just ointment all over the floor. Is that your turn,
no,
Korb?
I guess I still have my movement action, so he'll just trundle over to the closest enemy.
That would actually either Hagen or the Crown of Madness guy from you are the same distance.
Alright, well, he wants to bonk Hagen again.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you just waddle all over to him?
Yeah, I just wander towards him, snorting and sneering as he raises his mallet for another go.
Is that your turn?
That's it, yeah.
Wardy.
Oh my god. Okay, so how close am I to Hagen and everyone who's fighting him?
You're a little... So you're about, 10 feet at most from Hagen and, 15 from the other guy.
Yeah, remember
Okay.
for Crown of Madness, you gotta use your action to move it. To make him attack again.
Mm-hmm. I have to use my action to make him attack again?
I think so. Or to maintain it.
No, it's concentrate... duration. Oh yeah, domain control over the target of the spell ends. Okay. How rough does Hagen look at this point?
Compared to when you saw him the very first time in the forest, very bad.
But he's not on like death's door.
He might be. You're not sure. It's raining. All the blood's washing away.
Okay, I will just maintain concentration on crossbow guy, and point him towards Hagen. But I will also walk over to Hagen and prepare my rapier.
Okay. With Iskall just kind of hanging off his foot.
Yeah, I'll get off. I'll get kind of around behind him so he doesn't see me.
Is that your turn?
Yes. I don't have anything I can do as a bonus.
Okay. Top of the round, Hagen. Why? Why are you doing this? We were just poachers.
We was just trying to cross the road, get on a boat. Said we're sorry. You started a fight. I saved your life. Took your arm first. My bad.
You were sent by the demons, weren't you?
Nope. Sent by the new gods. They're very nice.
I can't imagine an evil more evil than that. He's gonna try to slam you twice into the ground again. Get off me, please.
Okay. I'll let him go.
Does a 16 hit?
No.
And then, since you let him go, he's gonna try and kick you, like punch you again. Natural 20.
No!
Make a strength save again.
Natural 18, I have no bonus. Ow.
Oh boy. You take 8? No, because it's doubled, so 10.
With a kick? Jesus.
Yeah, I rolled very high. And he has a +5 to strength. He's a very strong man.
A 5 doesn't double.
No, it does. A 5 adds it.
Oh, everyone, is the time I die here?
He just punts.
Wait, do you go unconscious?
Yeah, as I'm flying to the air.
Oh no! Oh
New
no!
gods, I missed you.
You guys hear a
What?
clank as his makeshift armor kind of like a little bit of chunks fly off as he goes a good like 5.5, 7 feet away from the battle. I'm gonna take all of you out with him. But that's his turn. The other one just keeps attacking. The other target is dead. So would he attack Hagen now?
Yeah, that was my action. I directed him to.
Oh, okay. So he will attack Hagen. Oh fuck, that's a natural 1. So you actually watch as
He might hit me.
He pulls the crossbow up to himself, and instead of shooting towards Hagen, it into his shoulder. He takes some damage there.
Jesus.
But he doesn't shout out in pain. It looks like his face is just blank as he now is bleeding from his shoulder. Iskall,
Yes.
make a death saving throw.
No!
Natural 20.
6.
Natural 20. Damn it.
I can heal him, but I cannot. He's been wanting to die this whole time.
And I know, that's the one thing.
It's up to you.
No, we gotta heal him.
Oopsie.
Does anyone else want to heal him?
Oh, it's my turn?
Yep.
I don't even register that he's gone down. I just go,
You'll all pay! Everyone will pay! For our sins, for my sins, for everyone's sins.
and I'll keep going ham. I will turn to Hagen, who is now hexed, and I will loose a chaos bolt towards him.
Ooh.
Okay. Does a 15 hit him?
15 hits.
Okay. So he's going to take 2d8 plus 2d6 damage, and I will also add Fury of the Small. So let me pull up Chaos Bolt so I got the table. I didn't roll doubles. I will make this pure force damage as my head just undulates. I'm not even using the rod anymore, and there's just like a blast of force, like a fucking Fusroda towards him. And he takes 10, 14, 17 points of force damage.
How do you want to do this to Hagen?
Yo! I think I just and my head and all the tentacles go crazy, and just fucking. Is he wearing like a breastplate or is he wearing leathers?
It looks like it's patchwork metal and leather armor.
I think he's like stomping up towards it's called to finally put an end to him. And then just sort of unceremoniously, there's like a that blasts into him, and he's just smashed into one of the walls of these buildings and is just like dead immediately on contact.
Big old blood spatter against the wall.
And Ubzikidam just goes running after him, jumps onto his body, and starts trying to eat him.
Oh god! Lord will join him with delight. He's like, "Oh, snack time!" Immediately falls out of his rage. Just starts chowing down with his buddy.
Shit. The other one that had Crown of Madness on is...
Wordy's gonna let that drop as he walks over to Iskald and healing words him.
You all see, since technically it's out of combat, you all see the other one start to just dash away. He notices what has happened, looks at himself, drops the crossbow, and just starts to run.
You get 5 hit points back, Iskald.
Alright, fun fact for you guys. I did my rolls just in case. And I would have nat 20'd.
Oh, man!
No! God's had a plan for you!
Rick?
Yes.
That's sad.
Did I make new goals? Hello?
Oh, no, you're still here with us, friend. Don't worry, it's not your time quite yet.
Oh, sorry about that. Guess no lessons learned yet. Don't worry, we'll get it before the job's done. Then I just stand up.
I'm gonna make a charisma save to see if I can bring the influence of my tenants back in control. Okay, yeah, I rolled a 22, so I kind of and like look around, realize where I am, and just desperately start like rewrapping my head. Nobody, nobody.
That's very neat. That's a neat trick.
Borg is contemplatively just chomping on this guy's fingers. And he's just gonna look at his new friend. He's gonna be like, "Why are you so ugly?"
Everyone?
Why are you so ugly?
He's like, "Well, Korg have skin condition. What your excuse?"
You saw nothing. All of you saw nothing.
That's right.
Oh, okay.
Well, I saw the sky when I was flying through it, and then I saw some lights. Then I heard all you again, and I was in the mud.
I've wrapped the head back up, and I'm affixing the glass beads kind of back over where you guys now know those 3 eyes are, lining up his head.
Well, I have an idea. I read this in a book once. When you beat somebody up, you're allowed to take their money. So we should see if they have money, and then they can pay for the ferry. We don't have to worry about the fact that Korb lost his money.
He's so wise.
If you'd like to, you can make investigation checks.
Yes, please.
These guys can take a look at the bodies, but Wardy he's gonna get up and start looking around the piers and see if there's anyone besides these robed guys.
Make a perception check.
Alright. That's not great. It's like an 11.
11, and what was your investigation check?
I didn't look through it. Oh, sorry.
No,
yeah.
Iskald.
13.
So first, Iskald, as you're kind of patting him down, you, on both of these bodies, You find a total of 21 gold pieces. A couple of really good daggers that kind of were just sheathed in the back. And then you find his 2 short swords that he uses. And then the crossbows, if you want those.
Does anybody like these things that go pew?
I have no need for such paltry inventions.
Anybody need a new kitchen knife? I got a bunch.
Korg will take one of the crossbows and start scratching his back with it.
That's a good use for it there, Corb. I didn't think of that. Very smart.
Like a short sword.
Here you go.
Wardy, you actually see, now that you guys have, I guess, gotten rid of the poachers, you actually see some of the people starting to open the doors and, like, open the shutters of windows. This is by no means a village. It just looks like this is a port where some people stay and live. A lot of this looks like it's a ferry station and fishing, mostly. But you can see it looks like some people, about like a couple dozen people, start coming out of these buildings and walking towards you all. Did you get rid of the poachers?
We did. We tried to have a nice conversation, and then they attacked me, so I gave him a hug. And then I think he threw me through the air, and my friends killed him. I'm really sorry about that if he was your friends.
He looks over, the guy that comes over to you looks over to the ferry station itself and, like, waves his hand, calling someone over. And you see, it looks like there's an adult gentleman, long white beard, kind of older, a big, like, sailor's coat, and it looks like he's been roughed up. Big black eye, kind of bloody nose, walks over to you. You got rid of them. You did a good thing.
Well, glad to hear it. My gods will be happy. Could you give us directions to the ferry? We gotta put a note on the ferry, and I think we're supposed to go with it. Then we have to go to an island made of crows.
You going south?
Yeah.
All of you got rid of those people that were terrorizing us. You did a good thing. I like hearing it. I like seeing it. I'll tell you what. One way there, free.
That's nice. Okay. Well, are you the big ferryman?
Well, I own the ferries, yeah, but I'm not going to be
That's
going
very
with
nice. All right. Here's a gold piece. This will be for the way back. I think that's more than 1 silver. Probably. It's shinier.
Absolutely, yes.
All right.
Sure. The next one leaves in about 10 minutes.
All right. I'm gonna go get on it. I don't know if you can tell, but I've got a bit of a head wound. He hit me real hard.
Me too. And he just kind of motions to his swollen cheekbone.
Yeah. That's a very nice shiner, though. It'll be a good story. You fought poachers. That's pretty brave.
You're gonna have a pretty good scar yourself there.
Oh, no. I'm gonna heal it. And I just touch my head and cast Cure Wounds.
That's a very neat thing you can do.
Korg have a scar from one time that he fell on a bottle.
Oh no, there's another one.
Scar.
Okay. Well,
I have no scars. My body is unblemished.
That's true. Well, it's been fun. We have to get on the boat now and deliver that letter, because we've done just about everything. Only things left to do. I'll deliver the letter, cross the big water, and then I have to die.
You said you have to deliver a letter.
Yup.
Who do you have to...
Doesn't even question the dying part.
Who do you have to
Nobody
deliver...
questions the dying part. We're all like, yeah.
Who do you have to deliver a letter to?
The chief on Crow's Nest Island. Gotta give him a letter, whoever he is.
Oh, you have... I have someone who can lead you to the embassy.
That'd be nice. Be very helpful.
All right, yeah, I'll tell him. I'll tell him what you need to do.
Thank you. You're very nice ferryman. Second nicest people we met today.
Now, how long did you say till the boat leaves?
About 10 minutes until we can get all the stuff together.
Oh, great. That's enough time for me to eat some of this guy.
That's true. You guys have fun. Once again, I'm a little disappointed, you young kids. You have to eat more than once a week.
You can see the conflict in this old man's and most people around here's eyes as they're looking at people who just saved them casually go over to the corpse and just start chowing down.
I look up at the old man and I'm like, see, back when we lived in the worm, we only got to eat if the worm ate something bigger than that, big enough to survive, to make it to us.
You say with
So,
blood covering your face.
Got real used to
Korg
it.
will also just start ripping off this dude's leg and putting it in his bag for later.
I'll just like pick off a few toes. It's like tater tots.
Oopsie, give me some of your
So
tots.
brutal.
Oh, they're tater toes.
Toter tots, if you will.
Toter tots.
Odor tots, of course. Oh man, how great is
You
that?
can see some of the people around here are trying not to like vomit as they look at you while doing this, and they kind of look away and just leave you to do what you're doing.
Love me some Twitter.
Yeah, whenever somebody looks at me, I just go,
Don't look at me!
Okay, well, you boys have fun. Enjoy your snack. I'm gonna be on the boat because my head's a bit late. I was supposed to die there, but then I did it, and now my head's spinning.
I'm sorry if I ruined your prophecy there.
It's fine. If you could stop it, then the gods said no, not yet. If the gods wanted me to die, they would have cancelled your magic. They can do that.
I suppose that makes sense.
The real good gods. They're very good. Best ones I ever had.
So
I go on the boat.
you get on the boat. Does anybody else get on the boat?
follow to the boat.
Yeah,
follow to the
after a
boat.
minute. After you make it
We've,
through some
we've,
hand
we've dealt
pumps.
with this guy's body pretty much.
Okay.
we use every part of the buffalo, you know?
Yeah. I don't want to be wasteful.
When do your gods say Korg die?
Well, I'm not sure. You're not quite old yet. I'm pretty sure that because in all the stories it says that all the people on the adventure don't learn their lesson until the old guy dies. So I have to do that because pretty sure my gods like stories. That's a thing. I think I remember that.
So, if we don't learn a lesson, then you get to live?
Yep, that's how it works. But if we learn anything at all, then I gotta die.
Well, if he wants to die, we have to think of a lesson to learn.
Well, I think that this adventure isn't quite over yet. We'll have plenty of time for that.
That's true.
The conversation continues as such for the next like 10-ish hours.
Can we long rest?
Yeah, if you want to. The
Or it's
people,
like, maybe the lesson is man tastes good.
as he says that, in the middle of the ferry, in public, a few of the people
I think
around
we
you.
should forget about any kind of lesson, or really anything that we saw, actually. We should just sort of wipe the slate clean.
A few of the people just kind of hear these conversations happening and like scoot over or move seats that they're not near you.
After a long old man nap, I get up and I start telling anybody on the boat that gets too close to us the story of our gods and how they saved us and how we used to live in a hole. And then I tell them the story of today and the great adventure we've been on.
Some of the kids are
That's
like
been a
very
good one.
And then we all started devouring the man.
up to that point. The kids up to that point are very intrigued by this tale that you're telling them, and then up to that point, their parents are like, "Okay, we gotta go. We gotta go over to this side of the ship. Let's go over to this side of the ship."
And then we all started.
And then, because the gods tell us not to be wasteful, our friends ate them.
Still covered in blood.
You know, I was like,
Would you like a towel?
So, you guys sail onward over the big water toward the Crozeth Isles, southward. The ride is very soothing and calm, and after a bunch of hours and a nice sleep, a nice rest, you eventually make port. You are led to the embassy directly by the friend of the ferryman. Kind of intrigued as to why you're even going there. he leads you toward the embassy, and you can see the embassy is a very regal-looking building. This whole place is huge. You've never seen anything like this island. It is towering buildings that are of all different colors: whites, golds, blues. A lot of them are, it looks like, decked out in colorful tapestries and banners and flags, and you're led to this building that is immense and made of stones that you can't even fathom. And as you are sent up to the front desk, you see a human woman with a bun pulled tight to her head and glasses as she peers down at you. How may I help you?
Hello. I'm Iskold. I'm here because I'm old. These are my compatriots. They're here because they can tell the future, and because he's strong, because he plays
You have
music.
to give someone a note.
Yep. We're here to give you this letter so that we can be a real town. And that's
We
more
give
than
them
part
the
of
note?
Yeah, I have. It's here. It's in
We
my hands.
made it! Korg, as he started to bellow in celebration.
Very good. We did the thing. So we're gonna give you this note, and then we can be a town, and then we get guards, and then we can collect taxes.
She
Here you go.
takes the note and starts reading it. Oh, you're applying for village status.
Yeah, that sounds right. We're a village.
Oh, you don't need to do any of
Give
this. You
us
just
the
need to
status.
fill out this small form, and then we just send you the guards.
That's fine. Could I fill out the form now?
Well, you've done it already. You don't need to bring this.
What do you mean?
It's already been filled out.
I'm very
We
confused.
went to the fucking DMV earlier.
Well, a different group came with a few kobolds, and they were just here about an hour ago.
Ah,
For God's glory,
Well-
yes?
yep, but that's us. They were fake. This is the real one.
No, it was...
Nope, that was falsified. Plus me, I'm a priest.
Right. Well, may I help you with anything else?
Yes, give us a moment.
What other kind of forms do you have?
I'd like to pull them all. I'd like to pull them all into a huddle. I'll kind of walk us just 5 feet away from this woman. I'm like,
If the town is already a town, and the towns get taxes, and gods,
I think we're a village.
what if we became a town? With this
That's
document, we have the note, yes?
That's true. What are we called?
Oh, fuck.
We wouldn't have to live under Bog and Cribble and Yaba.
I have an
I'm
idea.
called Krogtown.
What if we call ourselves the newest gods? And we can try and be like the new gods? They adventure around. They do good things. We could be a town everywhere.
Can we be a town?
Do you have a population?
4?
3, 4.
Do you have a leader?
Yeah.
I'm the oldest.
Okay, well, it's a 10 gold deposit.
10 gold. Just put it on the table.
Holy shit.
Sure. She takes the 10 gold. She pulls out a piece of parchment and slides it towards you. Just write the name of your town, and
Okay. It's, I write it, Iskold can write, but he writes big, when a first grader can write nice, they just make really big letters, but they're neat.
right.
It's like that.
Okay.
He just writes newest gods.
Okay. We will submit the form, and we will get back to you in time.
I sort of like Korbtown.
Korbtown? Okay, can I change that to Korbtown?
Halfway
Korg
through,
is very pleased.
halfway through pulling the paper back. Sure, and gives it back to you.
It's named Korbtown. Can we put down an official religion?
If you like,
Okay.
When do we get our taxes?
New gods?
you'll be taxed at the end of the year.
Alright.
When do we get our gods?
If you'd like some gods, we can send them to the destination that you choose.
Alright. I think we're gonna keep moving around. So maybe we'll go get a boat, and then the gods can be on the boat.
She just looks at you very confused.
I sort of like that spot where the owl bears dropped us off.
That was real neat. I like that place too. All right. Well, it's been fun getting to know you, miss. I'd take one copy of every form. I'm broke. But I do want all the forms. That's a real thing. Yes, I'll want them.
She, with a very confused look.
I'll turn to her. I'll turn to her and look at the form and go, "Oh, I believe you made a clerical error," and I'll cast Charms.
Okay, never mind.
And I'm gonna try to get our gold back.
Okay, I was gonna make Scott roll a persuasion check, but since she's charmed, she will just hand over one of every form, which is in a small envelope, and she puts it on the table and slides it forward. Go ahead.
And our gold back, please.
That you need to make a persuasion check for that, since he's
And
just
big
asking
cord
for.
with apple.
He was just asking for forms.
I have to make a persuasion check even with charm person.
With advantage, and it's a very low DC.
Natural 20, literally.
Oh, you're right. I shouldn't have charged you. You're absolutely right. This is it's.
Hand it to me. In my hand.
She just hands it over.
That's fine. He's our treasure.
Let's fucking go!
And with that, we bring the one shot to a close. Korbtown now officially exists in my world.